Here comes your 1 minute time check for this Auburn broadcast. Mark. "30 seconds till broadcast." Mark.
The following is an exclusive presentation of the Auburn Sports Network, a division of Playfly Sports.
The ups and downs of the SEC. A week ago, Auburn couldn't have played much better in an upset win over number 15 Arkansas. Wednesday, the Tigers fell by 10 in Como. In front of another sellout crowd today, how will Auburn respond against South Carolina? Good evening in War Eagle from Neville Arena with Randall Dickey and Brad Law. I'm Andy Burcham. Missouri put the clamps on Auburn's top scorers Wednesday night. Keyshawn Hall to Hot Pettiford were a combined 5 for 21 from the field at Mizzou Arena. They scored a collective 19 points in a 10-point loss. Like Auburn, South Carolina is 10-7 overall and 1-3 in the SEC. After a dominating win at LSU, the Gamecocks have back-to-back losses to Georgia and Arkansas. The Razorbacks won by 34 in Fayetteville Wednesday night. It's been a tough day for home teams in the SEC so far. Oklahoma, Tennessee, and Vanderbilt have all fallen on their home courts. Time to break that trend tonight. The CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off starts now.
Exclusive pregame coverage of the Tigers begins now with the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off. Coming up, analysis, interviews, and a look around college basketball, all to get you ready for Auburn basketball. CB&S Bank has a long history of stability, and just like Auburn University, we have a legacy of serving our community's needs for generations. Alongside Coach Randall Dickey, here's the voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham.
War Eagle, and we welcome you to Neville Arena, where tonight it's Auburn and South Carolina in a key Southeastern Conference contest, along with Randall Dickey and Brad Law. I'm Andy Burcham. Well, Auburn a week ago, terrific against Arkansas. Not so much in a 10-point loss at Missouri on Wednesday. What does Auburn have to do tonight against this South Carolina ball club to get back on the winning track?
Well, I think you got to sustain the quick starts by South Carolina. They're a very huge basketball team. As they're watching them warm up right here, they've got great size on the front line. Even their guards are big and thick. I think the Tigers got to utilize their quickness, their speed today, and try to get out and run, get in transition, make it an up-tempo game.
In spite of a 1-3 record in SEC play, this South Carolina team in the first 5 minutes has jumped out to a lead in all 4 conference games thus far this season.
Well, they're really a quick starting team. In that first 5 minutes, they're going to come out blistering hot. The Tigers must sustain that. They must make their defensive presence known and try to eliminate the easy baskets that South Carolina's trying to get early.
Between the two, Meechie Johnson and Miles Studi have played 11 years of college basketball. They are a veteran threat on the perimeter for this Carolina ball club.
Got unbelievable experience, and they've been in a lot of trips up and down this court at this level. They understand the tempo of SEC basketball. It's something their experience, with the lack of a little bit of the experience of most of it besides Tahad Pettiford, we've got to overcome that today.
Keyshawn Hall did get into double figures on Wednesday night. Missouri did a terrific job against Keyshawn. What does Key need to do to get back on track tonight for the Tigers?
I think he's got to stay in motion. I think that's one thing that Keyshawn is such a prolific scorer, but if you notice when he's doing his best is he's always moving. He's always catching the ball on the run. He's not a standstill player. because of just the way he plays when he's coming off screens, when he's taking the ball one-on-one from the perimeter. He's always in motion. I think he's so hard to guard. He's so elusive that way. We just got to keep that motor running and keep him on the move.
The 60-second scout is brought to you today by Sensagreen, proud sponsor of Auburn Athletics. The experts at Sensagreen with Carrier create a cool indoor retreat for heating, cooling, and insulation. Here's Ian Borders with the 60-second scout of South Carolina.
They have two guys that have been playing college basketball for 6 years. Michi Johnson is an unbelievable player. I think we've played against him the last 4 years. 2 times in South Carolina. This will be the third, and then 1 at Ohio State. He's a heavy right-hand driver. We've got to shut his water off going right. If he goes left, he's looking to pass a little bit more, so I think that's going to be part of our game plan, is trying to stay on his right hand, making him go left, and trying to be in the gaps with him. And then Miles Studi is leading the league right now in minutes. And again, he's somebody who's been in the league for 6 years. And so, unbelievable shooter. This team, although they're not shooting a great percentage from three, they really are working to get threes up. And you saw that fluctuate in a game like at LSU, where they hit 10 in the first half. And so we have to run them off the line. We have to stay in gaps. We have to make them score tough twos. And that's going to be our game plan and what we're going to look to do.
Defensively, what do you expect?
Listen, defensively, they're going to play and drop most of the game. I would imagine they're going to try to heat up our point guards a little bit more, just because they've seen teams have some success with that. But at the end of the day, if we execute our stuff and if we stay locked into the details of our offense, we're going to get really, really good looks. They have no shot blockers, so we should be able to get a lot of easy twos.
That's our 60-second scout of South Carolina. Brad Law joins us after the break with the SEC report, when the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off continues in a moment.
At CB&S Bank, tradition runs deep. Since 1906, we've been serving families and communities with stability you can count on. And today, that legacy of service continues. Recognized by American Banker as the 16th best performing bank nationally and #1 in Alabama in their asset category. Being a team member is who we are, which is why we're proud to support Auburn University athletics. So, bank with the best. Visit cbsbank.com to learn more. CB&S Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
The Alabama Education Association is the member-driven voice of Alabama's education employees. AEA members are teachers, education support professionals, administrators, professors, future teachers, and education retirees. Joining the Alabama Education Association has never been easier. Use their new online membership for a fast, safe, and secure way to join today. Visit myaea.org to learn more.
You closer to the game than Sirius XM College Sports Radio.
For the win! Got it! Let's go!
Tune in for news, talk, and analysis from the offseason through regular season and into the postseason. We've got your team covered anywhere you go.
Deep to center field! Oh, it's gone!
Get a free trial at SiriusXM.com/College Sports Radio 2025.
At Auburn University's Harvard College of Business, education is tailored to each student's individual needs. Our students receive personal guidance from industry mentors and career coaches. They learn by doing, through hands-on projects and real-world experiences. The result? Graduates who don't just know business, they're ready to lead and innovate from day one. That's what makes them distinctly Harvard. Harvard College of Business, inspiring business. Discover more at harvard.auburn.edu.
The Raymond J. Harvard College of Business presents the SEC Report. A look around the deepest, most challenging conference in college basketball. Accelerate your career with an online MBA from the Harvard College of Business. Learn why they're ranked among the nation's best at harvard.auburn.edu.
One game in progress now on a full SEC Saturday. You got 2 in-state rivalries still to come, and the 4 finals have all been decided by single digits, including 3 road wins today. It's already been a wildly active day as we get this third weekend of SEC action. Let's get to the only game in progress now, and that is in Athens, where number 21 Georgia built a nearly 20-point lead over 17th-ranked Arkansas. Razorbacks are battling back. They've cut it to 7 with 10.5 minutes to go. Georgia led by 13 at the half, and they have come out and surrendered 6 more points than they have scored so far in the second. So 7-point game, 59-52, Bulldogs over the Hogs, 10 minutes and change to go at Stegman Coliseum. The final scores in the league today. 10th-ranked Vanderbilt goes down again. Commodores suffer an 0-2 week, falling to Texas earlier in the week. Today, number 19 Florida went into Nashville and escaped with a 4-point win, 98-94. Ruben Chinyelu with a double-double. He had 20 points and 10 rebounds for the Gators, who are now 4-1 in conference play. It was Kentucky coming from 17 down on the road, back-to-back 17-plus point deficits that they have erased on the road for wins. First team to do that in college basketball since Florida Atlantic in 2017. Kentucky beats Tennessee 80-78. The Cats get to 3-2. Tennessee falls to 2-3. And number 18, Alabama, went into Norman and beat Oklahoma 83-81. Crimson Tide put up 50 in the second half, so they erased a double-digit deficit to claim a road win over the Sooners. Alabama gets to 3-2. Oklahoma is 1-4. There are now no longer any unbeatens. There are no more winless teams in league play, and that is because LSU picked up its first conference victory today, getting out to a double-digit lead on Missouri, then holding off the Tigers in Baton Rouge. LSU gets the win 78-70. Still to come tonight, 2 in-state rivalry matchups at the top of the hour in Austin. It's Texas against Texas A&M as the Longhorns try to pick up a third straight SEC victory. And Mississippi State hosts Ole Miss tonight at 7:30 in Starkville. That is your Raymond J. Harbert College of Business SEC report. Now let's get to your pregame medical report. As South Carolina saw one of their high-scoring freshmen, Eli Ellis, go down to an injury earlier this week. He is listed as unavailable on the game day report for South Carolina. Ellis, a freshman out of Hickory, North Carolina, averaging just shy of 10 points per game. He is not available today for South Carolina. For Auburn, Emeka Oporum, Abdul Bashir remain out. We did see Bashir at least dressed out in pregame warm-ups for the first time in weeks. Here as the team was on the floor earlier. Pregame medical report presented by East Alabama Health. Their team of first responders proud to provide first aid care at Neville Arena and every Auburn Athletics home event. When we come back, Andy Burcham and Stephen Pearl talk it over. That's after these words from your local stations. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Get ready, Auburn. The ultimate hunting and outdoor experience is coming soon with Winter Timber Outdoors. For those who know the difference, we've got you covered. From premium firearms and trusted ammo to the largest selection of knives and Sitka gear built for the extreme. Winter Timber Outdoors is your one-stop hunting shop. Plus, check out our lifestyle apparel and our on-cloud running shoes. Find us at 2049 East University Drive across from the Auburn Mall next to Walmart or online at wintertimberoutdoors.com.
Keeping your money in a traditional savings account is like using the Yellow Pages instead of Google. Outdated and slow. Skip the small, slow returns and put your money to work with the Max Elevate Money Market. You get all the same security of a savings account, plus the ability to earn even more on your money. Get started at mymax.com/elevate or call us at 260-2600. Certain restrictions apply. Federally insured by NCUA.
Hey, this is DeMarcus Riddick, looking for a street legal golf cart. Diamond Golf Carts has the largest selections in the state, and the store is right off the Opelika Road, closer than you think, with the location in Auburn, Birmingham, and Huntsville. Raising the bar since 2012, golf cart sales and service. Need a tune-up? Diamond Golf Carts is full service for all your golf carts need, and they offer pickup and delivery. Carrying brands such as Easy Go, Club Car, Yamaha, and much more. Visit DiamondGolfCart.com and drive different, drive Diamond.
Summer's here and the open road is calling. RV Roadway answers the call with new and used RVs from the top brands you trust, all ready for your next adventure. With 2 Alabama locations in Opelika and Calera, RV Roadway is ready to help you hit the road in style. And if you need maintenance, their expert service center keeps you rolling smoothly all summer long. Start your journey at RVRoadway.com. RV Roadway, where we sell RVs for less.
Ford presents our exclusive pregame visit with head coach Stephen Pearl. Visit your local Ford dealer, proud sponsor of the Auburn Tigers. Here's Andy Burcham with Coach Pearl.
Good to be back at home. Good to be back at Neville Arena for the 79th consecutive sellout here tonight.
Yeah, always great to be back in front of our home crowd, our home fans in the jungle, so I know our guys are excited about playing.
As folks are coming in and getting ready, Outlive T-shirts are available for the Outlive game, which will be the Kentucky game. You can go to outlive.com as well. A worthy cause that I know that you continue to do and are expanding at this point.
Yeah, no, it's something that's very near and dear to not only our family's heart, but our program's heart. It's been a program that's just affected countless lives and countless families, and it allows cancer patients to focus on one thing and one thing only, and that's their fight. Not worrying about their medical bills, not worrying about how their family's going to get transported to wherever they're getting treatments, groceries, things of those nature. So Outlive goes to support all those things, and it's something that, you know, we're really proud of, and it's something that we want to continue to build, and we would love to have 100% participation for the Outlive game.
Look back at the ball game on Wednesday night. Give me your thoughts now, a couple days removed from that Missouri game, and how this team has responded, how this coaching staff has responded to that ball game.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of what I've been saying over the last couple of days. We just, for some reason, that was probably the first time all year we just weren't that excited to play. And you know, that as their coach, I got to do a better job in those situations of getting those guys up and ready for, you know, because every night's going to be a battle. This league is as deep as it's ever been. There's no off nights. Anyone can beat anybody. So we got to be the more excited team to play every single night, because if we're not that, what we do doesn't work. So, you know, just continue to kind of plug into a lot of the things that we had been doing well, and just trying to revisit some of those things to make some corrections, you know, to get ready for a really good South Carolina team. And, you know, practice the last couple of days, it's been good. A couple guys got dinged up in practice yesterday, but, you know, hopefully we'll have everybody out there to go today.
South Carolina is certainly a guard-oriented team, and these guards have been around for a long, long time.
Yeah, I mean, Michi Johnson and Miles Studi have been around for, you know, 5-6 years. Mm-hmm. And, you know, they're two of the leading active minutes guys in the entire conference. And so, you know, then they have a bunch of transfers that have some Division I level experience as well. So it's a team that's very experienced. They're going to start 4 seniors and 5 seniors in their top 6. So, you know, they have started well in every SEC game so far. They've had a lead in all 4 games, and they've lost to 3 ranked teams. So, and then got up on LSU 43-15. So they're very capable. So our guys have got to obviously get off to a good start tonight to, you know, try and slow down some of the things that South Carolina does really well.
What is the key to a good start against a team that typically has good starts?
Yeah, I mean, defensively, we just got to be, you know, connected, and then offensively, we got to execute. You know, we got to establish ourselves on the inside early, and that's what we're going to try and do, because we have a size advantage in there, and they don't have great rim protectors. So we got to establish a presence on the inside and kind of hit first, and then defensively, we got to do a great job of guarding our man one-on-one, because they really look to drive and get you to draw, and so they can get you in rotations, and they do a really good job of passing out of that advantage. So got to do a great job with our one-on-one defense, a great job with our switching, and we got to execute offensively.
And one of those bigs, the young man from Mongolia, is a guy that can shoot the 3, but he's also a guy that is going to drive to the basket here tonight.
Yeah, Mongolian Mike, and you know, he does a lot of really good things for him. He can take you off the bounce. If he has a smaller guard on him, he'll post him up. He can make threes from the perimeter, makes his free throws. So offensively, you know, he does a lot of really good things for him. So we're going to do a lot of switching tonight. So a lot of different guys are going to have that matchup. So our guys just got to understand what their personnel is and what their strengths are, and try and take them away.
This is a team you don't want at the line. They're almost 79% from the charity stripe.
Yeah, well, our free throw defense is like last in the country, which isn't a real thing, but teams shoot really good percentages against us at the free throw line. So we got to do a great job of guarding without fouling. We can't bail these guys out. We got to make them make tough contested 2s and not bail them out with fouls, because if they get to the foul line, they do a great job of converting.
The 2 guys you talked about early in practice, are they good to go tonight?
Should be. You know, Murph and Elijah both kind of got tweaked up yesterday in practice while we were kind of going through our scout. And, you know, so they were in shoot around today. They went through walkthrough, and, you know, they're going to give it a go tonight.
With Studi and Michi Johnson out there, not only will they log a lot of minutes, they're both really good. They have well over almost 250 threes between the two of them, or in addition. So those are guys that you've got to be able to guard against.
Yeah, no, they shoot 30-plus threes per game. So while they don't shoot a great percentage, they're still going to get them up, and it's really important to their offense when they make shots. So we got to do a great job of carrying a forward hand, make those guys activate their dribble. We can't put two guys on the ball because that's when they are able to get you outnumbered, and that's when they get open threes. And, you see what they're capable of at LSU when they make 10 or 11 in the first half. So we got to try and limit their three ball, and then when they do get shots up from three, we got to do a great job of getting long shots, long rebounds when they miss.
All the best tonight. War Eagle.
War Eagle.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Hi, I'm Chef Franklin Becker. You know the jingle. Now discover the facts about Ozempic, a GLP-1. There's only one FDA-approved Ozempic made by Novo Nordisk. Learn about the real thing.
Talk to your healthcare professional today. Call 1-833-OZEMPIC or visit Ozempic.com to view the medication guide and to learn more about Ozempic. Semaglutide injection 0.5, 1, and 2 milligrams.
Oh, could this vintage store be any cuter?
Right? And the best part? They accept Discover.
Accept Discover? In a little place like this? I don't think so, Jennifer.
Oh, yeah, huh? Discover's accepted where I like to shop. Come on, baby, get with the times.
Right, so we shouldn't get the parachute pants?
These are making a comeback. I think.
Discover is accepted at 99% of places that take credit cards nationwide. Based on the February 2025 Nielsen report.
Yellowwood knows that a five-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like roasting marshmallows on a cool fall night. That's it. Turn it nice and slow. Get it toasted all... Oh, no, it's on fire. Oh, you want it on fire. Okay, that's a choice, I guess. Crunchy. For five-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
You're listening to Auburn basketball. Now more of the CB&S Bank countdown to tip-off.
Counting it down to Auburn and South Carolina. Let's get Coach Randall Dickey's keys to the game. Those are presented by Sun South. Sun South John Deere, the preferred tractor of the Tigers. Find your local dealer at sunsouth.com. Coach, take it away, your keys.
I think I'm going to go a little bit different tactic today. The Tigers must match the South Carolina Gamecocks' physicality. They play very hard. They're very handsy on the perimeter and body-to-body around the basket. The Tigers must be strong-minded and fight to execute their offense on all their dribble handoffs, all the pick and rolls that the Tigers try to execute. Be prepared to get hit and fight through those. Secondly, I'd like to see the Tigers sustain some of their runs and extend those throughout the game, especially later stages in each half. Continue to strive for total control of the time, the score, and lengthen the momentum when they get it. And when you get a lead, maintain it and extend it. And lastly, you're in the friendly confines of Neville Arena. It's jumping in here. The excitement is, and I think the biggest thing is you just play hard, you play smart. More importantly, you play together. And I think if the Tigers do that, they prevail today.
How important is it for guys like Pettiford and Hall to see their first shot go down
I
today?
think that for any player, it's really it's just a mental thing that you just feel good. I always thought really good players to get them off to a good start if they get a layup early or if they get fouled to get to the free throw and see the ball go through the ring, and that really helps their confidence. We played really well here together, and they played super last Saturday against Arkansas. I foresee us to play the same way today.
All right, good stuff. Can't wait to hear the call. Andy Burcham, Randall Dickey, they've got it for you on the other side of our final pregame timeout. We will take our final break here, and when we come back, we'll have starting lineups and the opening tip. Tigers and Gamecocks coming up from a sold-out Neville Arena. You don't want to miss it. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Where Where were you when this happened?
Hot across midcourt. Lobs it to the wing, Chad Baker-Pizarro. Gets a screen from Broom. Lobs it to Janai, to the hole. No, got it back in the corner. Miles for the lead. Got it!
Bang, bang, big three by Miles Kelly. Great assist by Janai Broom. One defensive stop.
Auburn by 1, 27 seconds to go.
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Yellowwood knows that a 5-star backyard is the place to make lasting memories. Like cookouts. Cornhole with friends. Ooh, a neighborhood potluck with your wife's pasta salad. The one with the feta. Oh, sorry. Or taking a nap on your deck in a hammock. Naps are memories. I love naps. For 5-star backyards and the most memorable experiences, Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
At CB&S Bank, tradition runs deep. Since 1906, we've been serving families and communities with stability you can count on. And today, that legacy of service continues. Recognized by American Banker as the 16th best performing bank nationally and #1 in Alabama in their asset category. Being a team member is who we are, which is why we're proud to support Auburn University athletics. So, bank with the best. Visit cbsbank.com to learn more. CB&S Bank, member FDIC, equal housing lender.
We're counting down to the opening tip. Time to introduce the starting 5.
Pettiford, top of the circle. He'll put up a 3 to tie it. It's good! Good. High between the circles. Screen from Jovic to the left wing for 3. Good.
Anytime you set a screen for Tahad Pettiford, he comes on open. You better look out because he can shoot it in that hole.
Tahad Pettiford, Jersey City, New Jersey, Hudson Catholic High School.
Murphy ahead for Overton. Drives into the lane to the basket. Good.
Beautifully done. Nice steal by Murphy. Made the outlet pass to Overton, and Overton took it coast to coast all the way.
At the top of the circle to Overton. Had the 3, didn't take it. Shot clock at 16. Spins down the lane. Overton. Fade away. 8-footer. Good.
Beautiful little step back.
Kevin Overton, Oklahoma City, Oklahoma, Norman North High School.
Left wing, 3 ball. Sebastian Williams-Adams. Switch, drives to the hole. Hangs, shoots, missed it. Tap up and in by SWA. Low post, Sebastian Williams-Adams. Back to the basket. Forces his way in. Goes up with the left hand. Score!
Sebastian Williams-Adams, Houston, Texas, St. John's High School.
Gets it underneath. Hall up with a left hand. Score! Left side Hall. 3-ball Hall. Good. Right wing for Keyshawn Hall. Working outside the lane, now into the lane, bumps his man, gets it back up, and in with a foul!
Nice one-on-one move by Keyshawn Hall.
Keyshawn Big R Hall, Cleveland, Ohio, James Ford Road.
Shot is up, and it rolls around the rim about 5 times, and Keyshawn Murphy.
What an effort. What an effort.
It's a screen for Murphy. Gets to Murphy to the hole. Good. To Murphy at the top. He'll pop a wide open 3. Good.
I think you're seeing the experience of Keyshawn Murphy come out in his late stages of the game.
Keyshawn Murphy, Birmingham, Alabama, Ramsey High School.
The starting lineups have been presented by Great Southern Wood, makers of Yellowwood brand pressure-treated pine. If it doesn't have that yellow tag, you don't want it.
Auburn 10-7 on the season, 1-3 in the SEC. Stephen Pearl in his first season on the Plains, a record of 11-7. South Carolina 10-7 on the season, 1-3 in Southeastern Conference play. Lamont Paris in his 4th season in Columbia, a record of 59-56. In his 9th season overall, a record of 146-128. Michi Johnson runs the point, 6'2" redshirt senior from Cleveland, Ohio. 14.7 points, 3.2 rebounds, 4.1 assists. Kobe Knox on one wing, a 6'5" redshirt senior out of Tampa, Florida. 9 points, 2.9 rebounds. Miles Studi on another wing, 6'6" grad student from Washington, D.C., 7.4 points, 4.1 rebounds. Mike Sharvajamst, 6'9" senior out of Mongolia. He is the first Mongolian citizen to earn a Division I college basketball scholarship in the United States. 11.6 points, 5.8 rebounds. And Elijah Strong, 6'8" junior from Charlotte, North Carolina, 11.3 points and 2.5 assists. Today's officials, Jeb Hartness, Mike Nance, and Garrick Shannon. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Auburn in the home white uniforms, tops and bottoms with the blue numerals and lettering, the orange trim with the orange piping down the side. South Carolina in the away maroons, tops and bottoms, white numerals, the black trim. As Auburn gets set for South Carolina. I guess, I can't tell. We got 55 people in front of us. I can't even see the South Carolina bench at this point. It is the maroon, the garnet uniforms out there today. That's a big ball game for Auburn. We said it last week against Arkansas. We'll say it again today. This is a big one. This is a must-win for this Auburn ball club here today against South Carolina, Randall.
Oh, the way this SEC is shaping up, every game is just magnified each week that we go through. It's what happened around the country, around the SEC today. We don't need that to take place here in Neville Arena. We need to get off to a good start. Try to put 40 minutes. That's what the coaching staff's really trying to do. Trying to get the ball club to play an extended game throughout. The longer minutes they play very well, the better your team is. We can put together 40 minutes. It's going to be a lot of fun here in Neville.
The only home team to win today was LSU over Missouri. Vanderbilt lost to Florida. Oklahoma lost to Alabama. Tennessee lost to Kentucky. And all three of those teams at home blew leads in that ball game. And right now, in spite of the fact that Georgia led by as many as 20 in the first half, Georgia only leads Arkansas by 10 in the second half. Arkansas has made a run in the second half on the Bulldogs. Time for the Tigers to take care of business at Neville Arena here tonight.
Well, that's for sure. And as you can see around there's so many good players in this league. You can't ever, whatever kind of lead you have, whether it's double digits or single digits, you've got to try to maintain that lead because the other team has explosive scores and they can turn it around really quick with a three ball.
Mike Sharvajamst will jump it up for South Carolina. Sebastian Williams-Adams for Auburn. And the tap is controlled by South Carolina. Auburn will go to the basket to our left in the first half of play. Michi Johnson at the point. Throws it up the right side for Sharvajamst. Off to Johnson on the wing. Sharvajamst out at the top. Right side for Johnson outside the arc. Puts it on the floor. Keyshawn Hall stays with it. Floats a pass left side. Knocked away and out of bounds by Keyshawn Murphy.
First possession, the Tigers are real active defensively. They're moving. They're communicating. There they got a good knockdown with a deflection. It's always a good stat to have. It's lots of deflections during a game.
9 on the shot clock for South Carolina. They look for the inbound. They get it to Studi near the center circle. Right back to Michi Johnson. Shot clock down to 5. Into the lane. Strong from about 15. It's good.
South Carolina runs a lot of dribble handoff actions. They a lot of screen to screener actions. They'll screen and then turn right back around and rescreen. So the Tigers got to fight through defensively.
2-0 South Carolina. Auburn on its first offensive possession. Overton at the left wing for the Tigers. Top of the circle. Straight away 3 to Todd. Good!
It's a nice set play for Todd. A screen the screener. He screened the big guy and then come off another screen wide open and got the Tigers off to a good start.
3-2 Auburn. 19:04 first half of play. South Carolina ball. Sharvajamst off the right side. Studi inside. Make that knocks inside the arc. Off to the right wing for Studi. Low post for Strong. Strong over Hall. Good.
He's a big body guy. Kind of post Keyshawn Hall up, and he stepped out about 6 or 8 feet.
Sure did.
Made a nice turnaround jumper. Back-to-back scores there for him.
Averaging 16 points a game in the Southeastern Conference. Has the first 4 today for Carolina. Tigers trail 4-3. Hall, left wing for Sebastian Williams-Adams. 15 to shoot. Gets a screen, right wing. Almost to the sideline for Tahad Pettiford. Low post for Murphy. Spins into the lane to the hole. Reverse layup, but didn't get there. Studi gets the rebound.
That's one of the keys. The Tigers wanted to go inside early during this game, and they tried to get Keyshawn Murphy the ball.
Richie Johnson inside the arc, picks up the dribble, throws it to Studi outside the arc, right wing. Back to Johnson out on top, picked up by Murphy. Right wing, Studi. 3 ball in the air, inside and out. And the rebound, Sebastian Williams-Adams. Ahead to Tahad Pettiford at the left wing. He drives to the hole, gets bumped, goes up, and it didn't go. Rebound, Murphy kept it alive, but it comes out of there to South Carolina.
It's like the Tigers really pushed that ball hard on offensive transition. The Tigers pushed it hard, got a layup, just didn't go down.
Sharp Johnson gets a screen. Drives right wing, tries to turn the corner. Picked up there by Murphy. Johnson back to Sharp Johnson. Drives into the lane. Kicks it onto the wing. Spin down the left side of the lane for Knox. Ball is in the sideline. Ball is loose. Sebastian Williams-Adams out of there.
Outstanding
Pettiford. Pettiford all the way to the hole. No, but a foul. He'll go to the line for a couple.
Well, that was outstanding effort by Williams-Adams that time. Sacrificed his body. The ball was on the floor. He dove on the floor, retrieved it, kicked it out to Tahad, and Tahad went hard to the basket that time to draw that foul.
Pettiford on the season, 86% from the charity stripe. Auburn as a team, 72.4%. And Tahad gets a couple here. Sophomore out of Jersey City, New Jersey, and Hudson Catholic Regional. Burst. Off the back of the iron and off. He can tie it. 4-3 Carolina, 17:24 to go in the first half. The glow sticks in the air as Pettiford shoots the second free throw, makes it. 4-4 the score.
Looks like the Tigers are picking up a little more aggressive on their press today.
Knocks ahead, gets it up the floor to Studi. To the lane, to the right wing for Strong. He'll pop a 3. Nope, weak side rebound, run down by Murph. Centers it to Pettiford across midcourt. Left wing, Sebastian Williams-Adams. Drives into the lane, gets bumped, bumps his guy, and loses the ball.
Tried to be a little aggressive on his one-on-one play. Really didn't have an angle for the drive and ended up losing the basketball.
4-4 the score, Carolina ball. Sharp jumps, goes baseline to the basket. Hit the bottom of the backboard. It goes out of bounds to Auburn. He was trying to feed someone coming down the lane under the basket, and it hit the back of the basket. And Auburn gets the ball on the turnover. Sharp Johnson will come out now for South Carolina. Sharpshooting Grant Polk is in there. This guy is in the ball game to shoot threes.
Oh, he's the microwave oven for the South Carolina Gamecocks off the bench. He's coming in firing.
4-4 the score. Auburn ball, left wing, Kevin Overton. Overton near a double team. Out to the top for Pettiford, right wing for Hall. Big guard Hall, 3 ball, right wing, no, short. And the rebound pulled in by Michi Johnson for South Carolina. Cross midcourt on the right-hand dribble, brings it top of the circle. Throws it low post. Wide open underneath on the post is a Simeon. Throws it out to the top for Johnson. Had a 3, didn't take it. Shot clock at 14 for Carolina. Michi drives to the hole, put it up, it was blocked. Sebastian Williams-Adams rebounded by Pettiford up the right sideline. Crossover dribble, free throw line. Kicks it on the wing. KO 3. It's off the left side, missed. Rebound Hall, low post. Up, no, it was blocked. Overton with the ball. 16 to shoot. Top of the circle, it's Pettiford. Third crack at this offensive possession for the Tigers. Tied at South Carolina at 4. Into the left corner. 3 ball, Hall. No. Weak side rebound, South Carolina.
It's a physical game around that basket, that's for sure. And it looks like offensively, South Carolina is really trying to attack the Tigers off the bounce to the basket.
After making its first 3, the Tigers have missed their last 6 shots. Carolina ball, Knox at the top. Long 3 by Johnson. Missed it long. Rebound fought for. It's Overton for the Tigers up the right sideline. KO, crossover dribble, free throw line, down the lane, spins, goes up, missed it. Looking for a foul, there was none coming. Here's Studi the other way for South Carolina. Tied at 4. Miles Studi brings it out to the top. Michi Johnson now. Picked up by Overton there and Auburn's man. Johnson yet to put it on the floor now, does against Hall, who stays with him to the wing. Gets a screen. Dumps it low post for a Simeon. Drives to the hole. Ball is blocked. Auburn the other way. Hall behind the defense. To the hole. Jams it.
Good outlet pass there by Tahad Pettiford. Great defensive. It was unbelievable the bodies that took place around that basket. The officials are going to let you play around the glass today.
6-4 Auburn on top. 14:48 in the first half of play. Carolina ball. Johnson left wing. Inside the arc it goes for Studi. Studi against Pettiford, spins baseline. Almost dribbled it. He did. He dribbled him out of bounds. And it takes us to our first timeout. 14:40 to go in the first. Auburn 6, South Carolina 4. Today's game sponsor is Country Financial. For over 100 years, Country Financial has provided personalized insurance so you can worry less and live more. Visit countryfinancial.com to experience more today. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
At East Alabama Health, our team of employees and physicians is ranked among the best season after season. In the past year alone, Becker's has named us one of the top 150 places to work in healthcare. Newsweek has called us the best in-state hospital. And for the second year in a row, Newsweek also named us as one of America's best maternity hospitals. But you know what makes us most proud at East Alabama Health? Is being an official partner of the Auburn Tigers. Join our winning team today at eastalabamahealth.org.
There's a big deal going on at Whataburger. Our new Big Ranch Wrap is just $3 with a crispy chicken strip, buttermilk ranch, cheese, and fresh veggies in a warm tortilla. Or for $4, go bigger with 5 premium Whata chicken bites. Or go bigger than big with a Bacon Cheese Whataburger Jr. with fresh 100% beef and melty cheese for just $5. Add fries and a drink for just $2.49. Now that's a big deal. The Whata deal, now at What a Burger! For a limited time at participating locations. Download the app.
Hey, Mom, sorry for the late message. It's been absolutely crazy here. And this morning, I went for a run on Kailua Beach and saw the most insane sunrise. I sent some photos. And then this afternoon, we worked on another Black Hawk. My new unit is amazing. I'm learning a ton. And guess what? You called it. I'm going surfing on Sunday. And we're going to... All right. Yeah, cool. Be right there. I gotta go. I'll see you next week. I love you.
Learn how you can be all you can be at GoArmy.com.
Auburn basketball is brought to you by Chick-fil-A. Eat more chicken and War Eagle with Chick-fil-A.
14:40 in the first half. Auburn and South Carolina Tigers lead the Gamecocks 6-4. Neither team has shot the ball especially well. Auburn 2 of 9 from the field. Carolina 2 of 7 from the field. However, Auburn has forced 3 turnovers and has a couple blocks on the low post to open this ball game.
I'm really impressed. The Tigers have matched the physicality of the South Carolina up to this point. The game has been up tempo, although the low scoring because of all the hands and the arms that are in the bodies that are challenging shots by both teams at the rim. So it's going to be a physical matchup. It's going to be the strong-minded is going to survive today.
Philip Jovic into the lineup for Auburn, replaces Murphy on the low post, and he has the ball top of the circle. Jovic puts it on the floor, drives into the lane. Head fake to the hole, up and in.
Beautiful move. He started off right off the bat. He always gets one drive from the top of the key a game. That time he did it right off the bat the first time he touched it and made a nice move.
Let's hope he gets many more here today. He nearly came up with the steal at the top of the circle against Walker. Left wing, it's Knox. Skip pass into the corner for the three-point shooter Weaver. Drives to the lane. Polk up and in.
Well, he wasn't going to be long till he kind of gets his shots up. And right there, he took it strong to the basket, one-on-one, and laid it in against the Tigers.
8-6 Tigers on top, 13:56 in the first half. Hall, top of the key from Elijah Freeman. Back to Freeman, right wing. Low post, it's Jovic. Backs his way down to the baseline. Backs his way in. Goes up, head fake. Goes up and scores with a right hand.
Philippe Jovic is off to a good start today. Everybody is a crowd favorite for these Auburn Tigers.
And Carolina has to call a timeout because of a one-man press by Kevin Overton.
Just shadowed the guy. He wouldn't let him throw it to him, and he had to call timeout to keep from getting the 5-second count.
I'm not sure that Overton was the only one that should have been in the press, but he was enough for Carolina to call a timeout. Everybody else had gone to the other end of the floor, and Overton shadowed the inbound pass, and Sharpa Jumps had to call a timeout.
Really good play by Kevin Overton. Just shows his experience, that he's been through it. He just kind of shadowed that guy. I'm not sure the entire Auburn team shouldn't have been in a full court press, but that one-man press worked at least once today.
13:36 in the first. Auburn 10, South Carolina 6. At Neville Arena. Next up for this Auburn ball club, on the road at Ole Miss Tuesday night. That's an 8 o'clock start, or thereabouts, in Oxford. We're on the air right at 7:30. And Auburn now sets up in the press.
Yeah, they're going to get after it. It looks like the scouting report on South Carolina, that might be a little shaky bringing the ball up against the press, so the Tigers are going to really get after them today, full court.
Meechie Johnson will trigger. The inbound to Polk. Back to Knox. He'll bring the ball up to 4 for South Carolina. Tigers on top 10-6. Knox across midcourt. Switches to the right hand. Around the perimeter, Strong to Sherab-Jomst. Top of the circle, Strong around the right wing for Knox. Sherab-Jomst, left wing. 3 ball in the air. Long. Weak side rebound. Carolina's Strong. He goes up for the shot. He missed it, but he was fouled. He'll go to the line for a couple.
He just muscled his way in there, created some space, ended up getting the offensive rebound, and he went back up strong. We were fortunate the ball didn't go through the ring to count for 2 points, but we're going to foul him, make him make 2 free throws.
Strong 79% from the line. This is a fabulous free throw shooting team, South Carolina. 78.7% this season. And Strong's first free throw is good. He has 5 points for South Carolina. 10-7 our score with 13-16 in the first half. The foul was called on Keyshawn Hall. And Strong knocks down both free throws.
It's going to be, I'm liking the way that the Tigers are playing offensive. They're moving the basketball from one side of the floor to the other today.
Jovic, top of the circle, hands to Pettiford, straightaway 3 in the air.
Oh, yeah. Get
no,
in there.
but fouled.
Ooh, if that would have gone in, it had a chance for a 4-point play, but still we'll try to get 3, and we'll take that.
The foul is called against Kobe Knox, who came out to defend the Auburn sophomore left-handed point guard, Tahad Pettiford, who's at the line for 3. Auburn on top 10-8, 13:07 in the first half of play. Blake Mashalik about to come in. Free throw by Tahad is good.
Sure like the way Tahad started off today. When he's moving and he's quick and going from one side of the floor to the other, he's an elusive guard. He'll shake loose, and when he does, he has got such a scorer's mentality. He creates his own shot.
Second free throw in and out by Tahad. And I think he knew it when he let it loose.
Yeah, he looked like he's a little quick on his free throws. He's not as smooth. Looks like he may have quick drew that one.
Meechie Johnson replaces Kobe Knox. The third of 3 free throws by Pettiford falls. He will come out. Blake Mashalik will come in and take over at the point.
He's had about 7 minutes of it. It's time to rest Tahad. We got to have him down through the stretch. And Blake has given the Tigers some really good minutes in the last 2 games coming off the bench.
And he has moved to the number 2 point guard right now for the Tigers. Meechie Johnson across midcourt. Off the right wing for Strong to Sherab-Jomst. Top of the circle, it's Walker. Walker inside the arc, left side. Looking to hand to Johnson. Instead, it's Sherab-Jomst, top of the circle. Jomst at the top. Left wing, Strong drives. 3 ball blocked by Jovic. Rebounded by Keyshawn Hall. Auburn the other way.
Really good defensive play by Phillip.
Hall down the lane, kicks it to the corner, and Sherab-Jomst steps in front of the pass. He is affronted at midcourt and fouled, I think, by Jovic. If it is, it's the second foul on Phillip.
Phillip plays so hard, and I don't think he has a good set of brakes on his body, so he had a hard time stopping that time. His momentum just plowed into him, but it was just unfortunate play right there.
Sherab-Jomst inbound. Strong right back to Sherab-Jomst. Between the circles, Meechie Johnson. Johnson at the wing. Sherab-Jomst inside the arc against Hall. About 18 feet away. Drives to the baseline to the basket. Gets pinned under the basket. And a foul is called on Hall.
Oh.
Wow.
I don't like that.
Golly bum. And that's the second foul on Keyshawn Hall, right?
I think so. And I never did like when offensive player drives baseline and then spins back, and the whistle takes place when you spin back away from the defender. If he fouled him on the drive.
Hall against, or rather Strong against Jovic. Up, and he missed it. The rebound, Phillip.
Phillip's everywhere. He's rebounding, defending. He's playing really hard.
Blake Mashalik runs the point. Tigers by 4. 12:08 first half of play. Mashalik bounce pass for Overton. Top of the circle, Keyshawn Hall. Left wing for Freeman. Down inside the arc, Hall against Sherab-Jomst. Head fake. Out to the top and throws it away. Meechie Johnson the other way for Carolina. Drives to the hole and banked it in.
We just had a scout at that time. Looked like they knew what we were going to run. We set an offensive play to isolate Keyshawn Hall into short corner to go one-on-one. He didn't have the shot, so he ended up fanning the ball out. And Meechie Johnson just ran right through the pass to the other end.
12-10 Auburn. Freeman drives into the lane against Strong. Out to the top. Overton, 3-ball. Nope. Rebound Hall. Baseline. Into Sharp jumps. And oh my goodness.
That's 3 right there.
Hall just picked up his 3rd foul. Auburn was trying to get Sebastian Williams-Adams into the ball game for Hall, but Hall commits his 3rd foul. And it takes us to a timeout break. Goodness. 11:29 in the first with each Tigers 3-pointer. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services makes a $25 donation to Outlive, which benefits local cancer patients and treatment centers. Auburn 12, South Carolina 10. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
War Eagle Plus is the premier subscription experience for Auburn fans. Memberships start at just $14.99 per month. Members receive discounted concessions at all home athletic events, VIP experiences, team store credit, priority entry to select athletic events, monthly giveaways, plus access to the War Eagle Plus content network, featuring brand new video content, including original, never-before-seen, behind-the-scenes access, off-the-field storytelling, special series like Earn the Stripe, Auburn All Access, and The Flight. Heisman-level members or above will also now receive 1 Tigers Unlimited Foundation priority point for every $1 contributed through their War Eagle Plus subscription. Your favorite athletes, exclusive interviews, archival footage, iconic moments, and so much more. Explore the site and join today. auburntigers.com/War Eagle Plus.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
Back at Neville Arena, Brad Law checking the Yellowwood scoreboard. Georgia beats Arkansas, hands the Hogs their 2nd SEC loss. Bulldogs led pretty much from wire to wire today in Athens, 90-76. The final score. Blue Cane scores 18 to lead the Bulldogs, who are now 3-2. Both Georgia and Arkansas 3-2 in SEC play. They played 4 minutes in Austin, Texas 7, Texas A&M 5. Also on the Yellowwood scoreboard, top-ranked Arizona on its way to another win. Wildcats lead at UCF 79-70 inside the final minute. USC with a hot start against 5th-ranked Purdue out in Los Angeles, 22-8. Trojans lead. That's a Yellowwood scoreboard. Andy, back to you.
12-10 Auburn. 11:23 in the first. South Carolina ball. Strong at the point to Sharp-Jumps. Mongolian forward to the right wing for Meechie Johnson. Picked up by Overton there. Drives into the lane with the left hand. Into the corner. Polk and a 3. Short. Rebound to the floor. Comes to Johnson for Carolina. To the basket off the glass. He didn't get it. Rebound Auburn. Overton ahead for Elijah Freeman. Left wing. Outside the arc now drives. Bounce pass. Jovic underneath. Goes up for the shot and he got hammered. Take your pick. Either Strong or Sharp-Jumps.
That was a really nice play by Elijah Freeman that time. Penetrating to the middle of the paint. Drew 2 defenders on him and just feathered the pass to Phillip. And when he started to power up to the goal, he was going to dunk it. And I think both of them fouled him. Maybe he should get 2 fouls.
Jovic at the line for the first. Right-hander from Bosnia-Herzegovina. First of 2.
I like the way when he's kind of changed his free throws a little bit. He kind of does his dribble, he sets the ball toward the basket, and he kind of exhales, he relaxes his body, and that just ripped the net right there. Nice momentum there.
13-10 Tigers. Missed that one long. Ooh. Sebastian Williams-Adams had a hand on the ball but couldn't bring in the rebound. Sharp-Jumps the other way for South Carolina. Cross midcourt against Overton. He wears number 55. He drives to the left wing. Now around Overton to the basket. Hangs, shoots. He missed it. Got it back. Ball was blocked and out of bounds off of Sharp-Jumps. Auburn ball.
Well, he's got great size. Looks like he has nice lift off the bounce that time. He got up, fortunately missed the shot. There were two Tigers there fighting hard for the rebound, but it ended up knocking it. South Carolina knocked it out of bounds.
Auburn basketball leading by 3, 13-10, 10:39 in the first half. Pettiford hands to Freeman. Top of the circle, Sebastian to the left wing. Overton back to Sway. Around the perimeter, Jovic. Jovic hands to Pettiford. Drives it, lobs it. Jovic with the alley-oop.
What a great set play. The Tigers, I love that offense when they run that flex cut. They keep wheeling it from one side of the floor to the other, and then they come back to where they initially started, and they've got a wide open dunk by Philip Jovic.
Jovic with the bucket. He has 7 for Auburn at the other end. An offensive foul by Carolina, moving screen. And boy, more than moving too.
Pretty physical game, especially out on that perimeter. There's a lot of hand touching, a lot of hand checking, a lot of bodies fighting through screens.
That might have been an elbow by Miles Studi. 15-10, Auburn gets the ball back with 10:13 in the first. Pettiford across midcourt, right-hand dribble for the Tigers, picked up by Meechie Johnson. Gets a screen from Jovic, now double-teamed. Penetrates after a pause, gets it to the wing. Freeman head fake at 3, gets bumped, drives into the lane, bumped again, goes up with the left hand, didn't get it. And the rebound out of there, Studi to sharp jumps, ahead to Meechie Johnson.
Freeman made a nice move, it just didn't go down.
Johnson with a screen on the left wing, gets the ball, top of the circle. Off the right side for Sharp jumps, drives past Freeman, dumps it to the low post. Back out to the wing, Sharp jumps into the lane, up from 15 feet, didn't get it. And a foul coming over the back. Creased Asandiko called for the foul.
Well, he's quite a lad. He's got some size, width, and strength.
7 foot, 280. And every bit of it.
All love it. And he's
out.
Against Elijah Freeman. I think he just breathed real heavy that time and Elijah went flying. But
Strong back into the ball game, replacing Isandiko. Auburn ball leading by 5. 9:24 first half. Pettiford to the right wing. Whips a pass low post, Sebastian Williams-Adams to Jovic, up and in.
That's good interior passing by Sebastian Williams-Adams over to Philip Jovic. And Philip is really finishing plays around that goal today.
9 points for Jovic. He's perfect from the field at 4 of 4. Tigers lead by 7. Biggest lead for Auburn here in the half. Studi between the circles. Left wing. Sharp jumps. Working. Throws a pass into the right corner for Polk, and a reach-in foul there by Elijah Freeman.
They skip pass from one side of the floor, one wing to the other wing, and Elijah just did not make a very good closeout. He went out, put his hands right on the ball and the player, and ended up calling the foul on him.
Auburn up by 7. Jovic with 9 in the game. He's perfect today. He was perfect at Ole Miss. He's hit his last 6 shots. Strong to the wing for Johnson. Picked up by Jovic, gets to the basket, head fake once, twice, kicks it back out of the corner. Strong working on Freeman. Bulls his way in. Head fake once, twice, up, no. Rebound tapped up, and it is Simon Walker ahead.
The Tigers are off to the races.
Pettiford steps into a 3. Nope, short. Rebound.
Look at Philip
Jovic. Back up, no.
Oh,
it was blocked.
Call that foul.
Here's Carolina the other way. Auburn wanted a foul, didn't get it. Johnson, top of the circle for South Carolina. Auburn by 7, Carolina ball. 8:17 in the first. Meechie to the hole off the glass. He didn't get it. Strong and Sebastian Williams-Adams tied up. Arrow goes to Auburn with 8:13 to go in the first half of play.
Well, it's physical, like that's for sure. I don't mind for officials letting the teams on both ends play physical around the glass, but I really believe you should protect shooters and ball handlers when they get into that traffic area.
For Auburn, your 5, Tahad Pettiford, Simon Walker, Elijah Freeman, Sebastian Williams-Adams, and Philip Jovic, who leads everybody with 9 points.
Well, he's just been so productive. We got to continue running plays for him, letting him get touches.
Pettiford to the right wing, where he's double teamed. To the top, Simon Walker. Left wing, Sebastian Williams-Adams against Miles Studi. Drives him to the hole, goes up. He didn't get it. Rebound. Freeman tried to jam it, but couldn't. And here's Carolina the other way. On the wing, knocks to the hole, blocked by Pettiford. Oh, and a foul against Pettiford. Oh, for goodness sakes. They got Pettiford for a foul on the block. And it takes us to a timeout with 7:50 in the first half. Folks, we see the replay. That's a bad call. 17-10 Auburn. 7:50 in the first half, and the first half is presented by Southern Union. Conveniently located just a few miles from Auburn, Southern Union offers classes that easily transfer to the university. Endless opportunities are right up the road. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
In 1977, Ford F-Series became the best-selling trucks in America. 33 million trucks later, we've kept that title every year since. And that's a formula we plan on repeating. Ford F-Series, built Ford tough. The best-selling trucks in America for 49 years and counting. Based on 1977 to 2025 calendar year industry reported total sales.
Ants in the kitchen, termites under the floor, mosquitoes in the backyard. It's a full court infestation. Don't let them score. Call Cook's Pest Control. Nobody beats Cook's when it comes to superior protection against unwanted pests. Cook's knowledgeable and courteous technicians are expertly trained to get the job done right, guaranteed. With Cook's on your team, your home's defense is unstoppable.
Looky, 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 here comes Cookie. Cook's Pest Control.
Since 1992, Alicomp has been putting points on the board by providing championship-level workers' compensation insurance to Alabama-based businesses of all types and sizes. Alicomp has the right people in the right positions to produce the results to save you money and pays you a dividend. Your team is your most valuable asset, so make sure that they are protected. Ask your agent for an Alicomp quote today. Get the coverage you can count on with Alicomp. Don't just insure, be sure. It's the Alicomp way.
Back to Neville Arena for more Auburn basketball.
7:50 remaining in the first half. Auburn 17, South Carolina 10. Auburn 6 of 19 from the field. South Carolina 4 of 18. Auburn has out-rebounded South Carolina 16-11. Tigers playing without Keyshawn Hall since the 11:29 mark when he picked up his third foul. And yet the Tigers continue to do the work underneath. Foul on Pettiford. They got him for a foul. The replay showed he didn't touch him. Second straight game that Tahad has been called for a foul on a block in which he did not hit or touch the shooter.
He's got such great speed. He's just so elusive, and he gets there quicker than what I think that they can see. It looks like he fouls, but he actually is so quick he can move his hands and his feet.
Kobe Knox for two. Good free throw shooter at 83%. He makes his first. Played at both Grand Canyon and South Florida. He was part of that Grand Canyon team that made a run in the NCAA tournament a couple years back.
He's a nice-looking athlete. He's got a good mid-size, kind of a tweener from an off guard to a big three. And
6'5", 200 pounds. And he missed the second free throw, and Freeman clears it. Auburn's by 6, 7:46 in the first half of play. Pettiford right wing. Gets a screen from Murphy. Back into the ball game for Auburn. Into the corner. Simon Walker, three ball in the air. It's short, but he stepped out of bounds. Had to jump into the air to get that one, and he stepped out of bounds when he came down.
I think I've seen that same play throughout from on television and also throughout the Tigers is guys, when they run the floor, they get so deep, but when they catch it, they're out of bounds.
Fifth turnover against Auburn. Michi Johnson, left wing for Carolina. Auburn leads it by 6, Carolina ball. Studi off the left side. Drive by Knox against Walker from 15 feet. May have been blocked from behind by Murphy. It's rebounded by Polk. On the wing, it's Knox. 8 to shoot. Top of the circle, Strong. Spins down the lane against Sebastian Williams-Adams. Puts up a fadeaway, didn't get it. Freeman got the rebound for Auburn. He starts the break for the Tigers. Top of the circle. Dribbles out the left wing. Pettiford, head fake at 3. Drives into the lane. Head fake again. Out to the wing for Freeman. Pettiford went down. He's back up for Auburn. 16 to shoot for Auburn. Tigers lead by 6, under 7 minutes in the first half. Freeman at the point. Penetrates down the right side of the lane to the hole. Goes up, didn't get it. And the rebound comes to Knox. The other way for Carolina. On the wing, Johnson to the corner, Polk for 3. Didn't get it. Auburn fortunate, but Studi got the rebound. Johnson left wing, outside the arc against Sebastian Williams-Adams. Kicks it right wing for Studi. Now to the corner, 3 ball by Strong. It's no good. Weak side rebound. Fought for. Carolina ball. Turnaround jumper. Studi. Whistle and a foul.
Yeah, offensive rebounds has hurt the Tigers in the last 2 or 3 possessions. That's 3 or 4, maybe 5 second opportunities that South Carolina has retrieved off the offensive glass.
Both teams with 5 offensive rebounds. Carolina's bunched theirs of late. And Knox is back at the line to shoot 2 after the foul on Simon Walker. There's free throw good for Kobe Knox, making his 89th Division I start here today. Walker out, Overton back in for the Tigers. 17-12 Auburn, 6:26 to go in the first half.
Well, this has turned into a true rock fight,
Yes,
that's for
it
sure.
has. Knox makes both. He's 3 of 4 from the line. That trims Auburn's lead to 4. 17-13 Tigers. 6:23 on a counting clock in the first half. Pettiford, Freeman outside the arc, top of the circle. Sebastian Williams-Adams, and an offensive foul against Sebastian.
It's one thing that coming into this game, we knew the physicality of South Carolina is going to be handsy on the perimeter. They're going to put their body on you around the glass. They're really going to fight through screens, dribble handoffs that you're trying to execute, and they're physical with doing that. And you try to create space by maybe using a chicken wing or using your shoulder to create a movement, and you'll draw fouls that way.
Low post Strong against Freeman. Head fake, goes up, block, foul.
The Tigers are just a little bit frustrated. I think that stems from the weakness that we've had on the offensive end, struggle to get the ball in the basket. Now it's kind of filtering over to the defensive end, and we're allowing South Carolina to get the ball close to the basket.
Second foul on Elijah Freeman. And Strong back at the line for 2, and he missed it. This is a really good shooting free throw team, I guarantee you, for Carolina.
Well, there's a lid on both ends, that's
you're
for sure.
right. Strong with 6 points on the night, make it 7, knocks down the second free throw. And that trims the lead to 3. 17-14 the score.
Tigers need to solve this drought here. We've been about 3 minutes without scoring.
Auburn missed its last 5 field goals. Pettiford, right wing Overton on a curl. Loves low post, Murphy to the hole for the two-hand flush.
Emphatic, what a pick and roll. Overton and Murphy. Murphy rolls to the basket and slow slams it home.
Knox at the top, Polk. Left wing Meechie Johnson, screen from Strong, who used the hip. Strong, or rather Meechie, to the hole, put it in. Where was that foul?
Wow, just kind of armed us off and just physically went up for a layup over Murphy that time.
19-16, Auburn on top with the basketball, Murphy at the point. Hands back to Pettiford, to Hod. Overton, Murphy to the hole, spins against Strong. Spins again, right-hander, good!
Get up there, big fella, do your work around that goal. What a guy 6'10", 235, 240 can do. Keep running that two-man play.
Johnson at the top. 2 Strong outside, right back to Johnson, left wing, long, 3 Meechie, good.
It's one thing you can't do is you can't dare him to shoot it when you hunker down, hands down, man down. When you're on Meechie Johnson, he's just too good and too experienced of a guard.
21-19. Murph will shoot a 3 at the top. That was an air ball. And Studi rebounds underneath the basket for Carolina. Tigers lead it by 2. Carolina ball. Meechie Johnson out at the top against Kevin Overton. Crossover dribble down the left side of the lane, gets bumped, goes up, didn't get it. Rebound to Sebastian Williams-Adams. Here's Auburn the other way, 5-on-4. Overton to the wing, to the corner. Pettiford 3, no. Rebound Studi for South Carolina. Auburn's lead is 2 with 4:21 in the first. Studi to Johnson, top of the circle. Carolina 6 of 25 from the field. Auburn 8 of 24. Meechie Johnson between the circles. Knox into the right corner. Strong. Back to the top. It comes for Johnson against Sebastian Williams-Adams, and another 3. Didn't get this one. Rebound to Elijah Freeman for Auburn. Back the other way. Pettiford to the hole. Goes baseline, cut off. Back to the wing, outside the arc for Freeman. Backs it up. 20 to shoot for Auburn. Tigers lead by 2. 3:48 in the first. Pettiford in the center circle. Screen from Sebastian. Hesitation. Gets it back out to the top. 10 to shoot for Pettiford. 9 to shoot. 8 to shoot. 3 ball Pettiford. No, off the back of the iron. Rebound Studi, or rather Knox for Carolina.
Tigers are just so much better off the pass than they are off the bounce. And you get that ball moving on the offensive end.
Jovic in at the next break for Auburn. Polk Johnson, top of the circle for South Carolina. 13 to shoot for the Gamecocks. Polk, left corner, 3 ball for the lead for Carolina. It's missed. Rebound on the weak side to Overton. Auburn 1 of 9 from 3. Carolina 1 of 11 from 3.
If you want to pad your stats today, it's on the defensive glass.
That's exactly right. 3 minutes in the first half. Pettiford. Hesitation move. Drives to the hole. Hangs. Shoots. Scores. And a foul on the play.
Nice power move. A good pick and roll at the top of the key. The roll didn't take place, and it opened up the basket for Tahad to go strong to lay it in.
2:57 in the first. Auburn 23, Carolina 19. Pettiford at the line for the and one when we come back. Auburn basketball brought to you by Auburn Opelika Tourism. Start your next visit to the Plains at aotourism.com. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just nonstop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
At East Alabama Health, our team of employees and physicians is ranked among the best season after season. In the past year alone, Becker's has named us one of the top 150 places to work in healthcare. Newsweek has called us the best in-state hospital. And for the second year in a row, Newsweek also named us as one of America's best maternity hospitals. But you know what makes us most proud at East Alabama Health? Is being an official partner of the Auburn Tigers. Join our winning team today at eastalabamahealth.org.
Auburn family, it's time to join the coolest club on the Plains, Aubie's Kids Club, presented by Chaffee's. Memberships for the upcoming school year are on sale now. Your favorite Tigers Kids Club offers 2 membership options. They give you awesome gear like an Auburn t-shirt, a men's basketball SEC Champions medal sign, and more. Throughout the year, you can check in at Auburn Athletics events to receive points, earn prizes, and you'll also get invited to special events only available through Aubie's Kids Club. Head to auburntigers.com/kids club to sign up today. War Eagle!
Inside Neville Arena, Brad Law to remind you, 2:57 away from Conecuh halftime. We've got all your scores from a very busy day in the SEC and the top 25. We've got an Auburn athletics update. It's been a pretty good weekend so far, starting with women's basketball's win over Alabama Thursday night. Plus, we'll give you all the pertinent stats from the first 20 minutes, all coming up on Conecuh halftime. That is 2 minutes and 57 seconds of game action away. Tahad Pettiford at the foul line when we go back. 2:57. Auburn 23, South Carolina 19. Voice of the Tigers, Andy Burcham. Coach Randall Dickey.
Tahad, 8 points, 2 rebounds, 2 assists, and he's at the line for an and one opportunity. Joined by Murphy, Jovich, Overton, and Williams-Adams for the Tigers. Sharp jumps, along with Ellis Esanduko. They've got some names on this ball club. Carolina does.
Yeah, I'll let you challenge pronunciation.
Pettiford makes the free throw. And he will come out. And
it's probably good
Blake
time.
Mashalik in for Auburn. Now remember, Tahad, don't want to get him in foul trouble. Hall's been out since the 11:29 mark with 3 fouls.
That's for sure. But I think you can always play Blake on the defensive end. Maybe you offense-defense substitute here late in this last 2 minutes.
Picks up Meechie Johnson at the top. It's Knox. Down the left side of the lane for Walker. Whistle, foul, Murphy. Murphy knocked down, creased Esanduko. First foul on Keyshawn. And Esanduko goes to the line to shoot 2, where he's a 54% free throw shooter. He is from France. Missed 3 games with an ankle injury earlier this season. First free throw. In and out.
There's still a lid on both ends. There have been a total of 38 misses between the two teams today.
And 16 fouls, 10 of which are against Auburn. And he got the second to fall. Esanduko.
This next 2 minutes could be a really important segment for the Auburn Tigers.
2:40 in the first. Auburn leads it by 4. Mashalik, right wing, Sebastian Williams-Adams back to the top. Murphy back to Sway. Inside the arc, it's Jovic. Jovic backs his way in. Baseline. Gets bumped. Bumped again. Good gosh, they're just holding him. Finally, a foul is called. E.J. Walker called for the foul, and Jovic is at the line for a 1 and bonus.
Looked like an offensive lineman pass blocking that time.
They were doing a good job of it, that's for sure. Jovic at the line, a 1 and bonus. 9
These are
points.
big. In a game like this, scoring like this is the way it's gone. Free throws become really huge.
First. It's good.
His rhythm has certainly improved. He just seems so much more relaxed. His confidence is really good. Good to see out of Phillip.
Auburn by 5. He can make it 6 with 2:25 to go in the first half. Second free throw. Nope, missed it long. Rebound to Tamichi Johnson for South Carolina. 25-20 Auburn, 2:19 first half, Carolina ball. Sharp jumps, top of the circle, Knox. Left wing Johnson, double teamed. He's in some trouble. Ball batted out of bounds by Keyshawn Murphy. Auburn says that should be Auburn ball. It is! It happened right in front of the Auburn coaches.
Oh, that official had lots of help that time.
He sure did. 2:11 in the first, Auburn by 5. Auburn's largest lead in the half has been 7. They can equal that this time down the floor, maybe even surpass it. Machala, Murph, out at the top. Left wing Jovic. At vacant 3, drives. Gets bumped by Walker. Low post, whistle foul. And one. Jovic with a make that 12 in the first half. And a chance for the and one for Phillip Jovic.
I don't think there's any doubt today. Phillip Jovic has been the best player on the floor in this first 18 minutes of the game. He's so active. He's been confident around the basket, scoring.
Knock home the and one for Jovic. 4th game in double figures for Phillip. Free throw. Get rattled home.
That's good. Not much orange left on that rim, but it went down.
28-20, biggest lead for Auburn. Backdoor pass, didn't get there.
Good defense.
To Jovic from Machala. Now Sebastian Williams-Adams at the 4 for the Tigers at the right wing, outside the arc. Centers it with a pass for Machala. 1:38 first half, Auburn 28, South Carolina 20. Machala to Jovic. 3-ball Phillip. Barely drew iron. And the rebound out of there to Kobe Knox for South Carolina.
Not quite that heat check yet, Phillip.
Sanduko, low post. Ball stripped out of there by Kevin Overton from behind. Auburn can take the lead to double figures this time down the floor. Overton at the top. Low post, Jovic. Kicks it to the corner. Sway, 3. No, and the rebound on the weak side for Knox for South Carolina. Had a good look at it.
It was a really good pass. Jovic had it posted up on one block, fanned it to the opposite wing for an open 3.
Tamichi Johnson, backdoor pass, Knox to the corner. 3-ball in the air by Walker, good. E.J. Walker's second 3 of the season.
South Carolina's pretty steady. They're pretty persistent about what they're trying to accomplish on the offensive end.
Auburn ball, Sebastian Williams-Adams drives, reach in foul by Sharp Jomst. First foul on the senior from Mongolia. Played at Dayton, San Francisco, and transferred to South Carolina from Utah. Take on game day with the great taste of Coke Zero Sugar. Is it the best Coke ever? Try and decide. Sebastian Williams-Adams at the line for 2.
That young man takes transatlantic to a different level.
First free throw by Sway. It's good.
Really nice. Really nice. Those 2 young freshmen are going to be good players. They're going to go through some growing pains in their scoring at the free throw line, but they seem to really be working at it and getting better at it.
29-23. Second free throw for Sebastian Williams-Adams. Rip City, baby.
Nothing but nylon. Nice job.
30-23 Tigers. Final 35 seconds of the first half. Game clock, shot clock about 10 seconds apart.
Get a big shutout right here on the defensive end.
Johnson working on Sway. Drives to the left side. Bumped in there. Goes up. May have been blocked. He came down with the ball.
You can't come down with it.
Oh, they called a jump ball. They called a jump ball, and Carolina will have it. That's either a walk or you get to shoot the ball there. That's not a jump ball. No, for goodness sakes. Carolina ball. 13 to shoot, 22 and a half seconds of the first half.
Big possession, baseline out of bounds for South Carolina here.
Carolina out of bounds, baseline right. Inbound Sharp jumps up, blocked by Overton. Oh, and they got him for a foul. Foul goes against Overton, who blocked the ball, and Auburn was going the other way with the final 20 seconds of the first half. He got him with the body. And Sharp jumps is at the line for 2. His father, great basketball player, the first Asian-born player to play with the Harlem Globetrotters. How about that?
Got good genes. He certainly is a nice-looking player.
First free throw is missed. Auburn's going to get the ball for the last 20.9 seconds.
He's had plenty of experience of all the stops that he's made.
Tigers by 7. Sharp jumps, second free throw. Got the second to fall. Auburn leads it by 6, 30-24. Tigers can work for a final shot in the hands of Dahad Pettiford. Across midcourt, 14 in the first half of play. Pettiford, Sebastian Williams-Adams. 9 to shoot. Sebastian drives on Sharp jumps. Leans in, goes up with the left hand. He didn't get it. It was an air ball. Rebounded, and Strong from behind midcourt comes up short. And the first half comes to a close.
The Tigers have really withstood some tough physical play today. It's certainly a rock fight offensively, so it's going to turn into a defensive battle between both teams. Defensive board play is going to be big. Got to open that. Take the lid off, Andy, where we can make some baskets a little easier.
Lowest scoring half of the season for Auburn. Tigers 30, South Carolina 24. Time now for Conecuh halftime. And here's Brad Law.
All right, Andy, thank you very much. Yeah, Auburn was called for 11 fouls in the first half. I think they all came from the same official. Last year's game in Columbia was in the 60s. It was this kind of pace, and Auburn leads it 30-24. We'll start Conecuh halftime with a check of scores in the SEC in the top 25. That comes to you on the Yellowwood scoreboard. Texas leads Texas A&M. Low-scoring affair between rivals in Austin. Longhorns on top of the Aggies 23-18 within the final minute of the first half. Looking at top 25 games, number 6 Duke leads at Stanford 31-19. They're a minute before the half in Palo Alto. Number 12 Michigan State with a 10-point lead at Washington 37-27. They're late in the first half in that matchup. Finals today in the SEC. 10th ranked Vanderbilt goes down again. Number 19 Florida wins its 4th consecutive game. Gators knock off the Commodores 98-94. Ruben Chinyelu with a double-double, 20 points and 10 rebounds to lead the Gators. It was 18th ranked Alabama going into Norman and beating Oklahoma 83-81 behind Aiden Sherrill's 21 points and 9 boards. Crimson Tide trailed by double figures in the second half and by 6 with about 3 minutes to go, but they were able to hit the shots down the stretch. They scored 50 in the second half to get to 3-2 in conference play. Kentucky is also 3-2 in the league. Wildcats fell behind number 24 Tennessee by 17 points in Knoxville, but for a third consecutive game roared back from a double-digit deficit to claim the win, 80-78. Cats didn't take their first lead in Knoxville till there were 34 seconds left in the ball game, and they win it 80-78. So after an 0-2 start to the league, Kentucky now 3-2. Tennessee is now 2-3. LSU picked up its first win in conference play, knocking off Missouri 78-70. Marquel Sutton 28 points for the Fighting Tigers. Missouri drops to 3-2 in the league. Georgia got out to a big early lead on Arkansas and held on to win it by 14 in Athens today. 21st ranked Bulldogs win it 90-76 over to the 17th ranked Razorbacks. Both those teams now 4-2 in the league, and still to come in SEC action tonight. They'll start in about an hour and a half in Starkville. It is Ole Miss against Mississippi State. Ole Miss is Auburn's next opponent. Tigers go to Oxford for an 8 o'clock tip Tuesday night. Finals in the top 25 today. Number 1 Arizona, a winner over UCF 84-77 in Orlando. It was number 3 UConn knocking off Georgetown in D.C. 64-62. 13th ranked Virginia in the ACC went into Dallas and held on to beat SMU 72-69. 68. Cavaliers now 16-2 on the season. Cincinnati beat second-ranked Iowa State 79-70. Cyclones with an 0-2 week. They got hammered against Kansas earlier in the week and lose by 9 at Cincinnati today. Number 23, Utah State falls for the first time in Mountain West action. They fall at Grand Canyon 84-74. Cal upset number 14, North Carolina 84-78 in Berkeley. And fourth-ranked Michigan went into Eugene and beat Oregon 81-71. Wolverines move to 16-1 on the season. Our score here at the half, it's Auburn leading South Carolina 30-24. We'll take a look around Auburn athletics as Conecuh halftime continues. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Auburn family, it's time to join the coolest club on the Plains. Aubie's Kids Club presented by Chappie's. Memberships for the upcoming school year are on sale now. Your favorite Tigers Kids Club offers 2 membership options. They give you awesome gear like an Auburn t-shirt, a men's basketball SEC Champions medal sign, and more. Throughout the year, you can check in at Auburn Athletics events to receive points, earn prizes, and you'll also get invited to special events only available through Aubie's Kids Club. Head to auburntigers.com/kids club to sign up today. War Eagle!
The Whataburger Monterey Melt is back? You've got some nerve showing up here again, looking all delicious with your fresh all-beef patties, melty cheeses, grilled peppers and onions, and jalapeno ranch. When I want you, you're nowhere to be found. And now you're back? Aw, get in here. We just missed you, that's all. The Whataburger Monterey Melt is back for a limited time and harder to resist than ever. Download the app. What a burger!
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh gift shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner.
Neville Arena for Conecuh halftime, where Auburn leads South Carolina 30-24. It's time to take a look around Auburn athletics. That is presented by Auburn Bank, champions of you. And there's been a lot of winning around here for the last several days. It started Thursday night. Women's basketball earned a 4-point win over 21st-ranked Alabama, 58-54, handing the Crimson Tide just their second loss of the season. Auburn down the stretch, the epitome of clutch. Tigers nailed all 10 of their free throws in the fourth quarter to hang on. Every time Alabama would get close, get it to a one-possession game, Auburn, and even grab the lead a couple of times, Auburn would make plays, go on a little 6-point, 7-point run to knock off the Crimson Tide. Larry Vickers gets his first win over a ranked team as the Auburn head coach. Tigers back in action Thursday night against Vanderbilt. They have the Sunday off on the SEC schedule, so Tigers with back-to-back SEC wins going into tomorrow's idle day. Tennis, a winner. The fourth-ranked women's team beat Western Carolina and UAB yesterday. Earlier today, men's tennis picked up a couple of wins, doubleheader victory over Liberty and Alabama A&M. A top 10 gymnastics showdown tomorrow in Fayetteville. The sixth-ranked Auburn Tigers take on number 10 Arkansas inside Bud Walton Arena. That'll be a 5 o'clock start in Fayetteville tomorrow. Jeff Grabe and company winners over NC State to open the season here a little more than a week ago. The Tigers had their second best ever opening score to a season in school history in that win over NC State. Auburn moves on to the floor in rotation 3 Auburn is number 1 nationally after scoring a 49.5 against NC State on that event. So Auburn and Arkansas, big top 10 gymnastics showdown tomorrow at 5 in Fayetteville at Bud Walton Arena. Here at the half, your men's basketball team leads South Carolina 30-24. Stats from the first half next as Conecuh halftime continues in a moment.
Conecuh sausage is a fan favorite for tailgating, always great on the grill, and it's the official sausage dog and hot dog of the Auburn Tigers. Conecuh sausage is made from the finest cuts of pork, their patented blend of seasonings, and smoked over a pure hickory fire for that true Southern flavor. Be sure to visit the Conecuh Gift Shop in Evergreen, Alabama, right off I-65 at exit 96. Enjoy a crowd-pleasing Conecuh sausage dog while watching the Tigers and make Conecuh part of your game day. Conecuh sausage since 1947, a real winner.
Alabama Power is here for you when big storms hit, but we're also here for the little things. We're there to get the coffee started, to make sure everyone's ready for school, for midday dance breaks, and evening entertainment. We're also there to help you save on all that energy with easy-to-use tips, tools, and efficiency programs. So enjoy these moments.
Kids, movie night.
And we'll do the rest. Visit alabamapower.com and follow us on social to learn more.
If you are a fighter, Modelo is your reward. So listen close. You put up with a lot, but you always hold it down for your people. You are strong, you are fearless, you are the baddest on the block. You are an elbow grease factory, a force of nature. You are not to be reckoned with. You are a ride or die, a powerhouse of productivity. You are a fighter, and Modelo is your reward. You've earned every last drop of this rich golden lager, so raise it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter. Drink responsibly. Beer imported by Crown Imports, Chicago, Illinois.
Look, I'm not going to tell you how to live your life, but if you're an Auburn fan like me and you haven't switched your phone service to War Eagle Mobile, you're passing up a slam dunk. Here's the deal. You get exclusive game day perks, and War Eagle Mobile contributes to Auburn athletics with every payment you make. No contracts, no hidden fees, no reason to put it off another minute. Switch now to the only phone plan built for the Auburn family and on the T-Mobile 5G network. Visit wareaglemobile.com. That's wareaglemobile.com.
Machala, Murph, out at the top, left wing Jovic. At vacant 3, drives, gets bumped by Walker. Low post, whistle foul. And one. Jovic with a make that 12 in the first half. And a chance for the and one for Philip Jovic.
Jovic shot 30% lower than he shot last game. Of course, he was perfect last game. So he was 5 of 7 in the first half, 13 points leading all scorers. Philip Jovic off the bench in just 10 minutes of action, 13 points, 2 rebounds, and a blocked shot. Auburn leads South Carolina 30-24 here at Conecuh halftime. And your stats are brought to you by SeatGeek. Auburn basketball fans, SeatGeek makes it easy to find tickets so you can be a part of all the courtside action this season. Whether you're buying or selling basketball tickets, SeatGeek's the official ticket marketplace of Auburn basketball. Let's go, Tigers, SeatGeek. Well, look, not a lot of offensive instructional lessons to get from this one, but both teams playing really solid defense. Auburn with 5 blocks, 4 steals, and they limited South Carolina to 25% from the floor. Gamecocks just 7 of 28. They hit 2 of their 12 threes, and they've seen 8 free throws go in 12 tries. They've seen 7 field goals go through the hoop and 8 free throws, 8 of 12 from the line. Auburn shot 33%, 10 of 30. Tigers were 9 of 19 inside the three-point line, just 1 of 11 behind the arc, and Auburn made 9 of its 13 free throws. Rebounding close, South Carolina 22-21 edge there. Some other team notes, Auburn took it away from South Carolina 7 times, turned those into 6 points. Tigers gave it away 6 times. South Carolina turned those into 3. Biggest advantage is points in the paint. Tigers are plus 10 there at 18-8. And again, thanks to Jovic's 13, Auburn's outscoring South Carolina off the bench 13-6. All 13 of those belong to Phillip. Second chance points. Auburn doesn't have a second chance bucket in this game. South Carolina leads it there 4-0. Individually, South Carolina had a couple of guys with 7. Elijah Strong, Michi Johnson had 7 each. Their leading rebounder, the Vanderbilt transfer Miles Stute, he had 7. Despite not scoring in the first half and turning it over twice, Stute did have 7 rebounds. For Auburn, the leading rebounder, Kevin Overton and Elijah Freeman had 4 each. Also scoring, in addition to Jovic's 13th, Tahad Pettiford knocked down his first shot of the day. He had 9 points in the first half, 4 for Keyshawn Murphy, just 2 points apiece for Sebastian Williams-Adams and Keyshawn Hall. Hall picked up 3 fouls in just 8 minutes and 31 seconds on the floor in that first half. So how the Tigers adjust to having Keyshawn back out there and how that opens up the offense a little bit will be an important factor in this first stretch here in the second half. Adds up to a 6-point lead before we hit our last halftime break. Let's pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Auburn 30, South Carolina 24. The second half is straight ahead. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
1907. Auburn had no paved roads, no local newspaper, a few automobiles, very little electricity or indoor plumbing, and one bank, Auburn Bank. For all these years, we've had a part in shaping and serving Auburn, Opelika, and East Alabama, a steadfast partner to our customers, meeting financial needs at just the right times. How do we know our community so well? Because we've grown up together. Auburn Bank, champions of you. Member FDIC, online at auburnbank.com.
From the thrill of the game to your own peaceful retreat, all in one game day. The Residences at Arbor Lake in the heart of Auburn combines comfort, connection, and calm. A short drive from the stadium and AU campus, the Residences at Arbor Lake is a 35-acre escape with stocked fishing lake and private balcony for each unit in the 55-plus apartment community, locally owned and operated. Discover your quiet place. The Residences at Arbor Lake. War Eagle.
This is Ray Hornsby at Affordable Comfort Cooling Systems and Plumbing. We believe our work is more than just AC and plumbing repairs. It is about serving people with integrity and care. As a Christian-owned company, we take Colossians 3:23 to heart. Whatever you do, work at it with all your heart, as working for the Lord, not for men. That's why at ACCS and Plumbing, we do the job right the first time and always stand behind our work. Honest service, faith-driven values. Give us a call today or visit accsauburn.com to learn more. That's accsauburn.com.
Alabama license number 12084.
The Goose Performing Arts Center at Auburn University is Alabama's premier destination for the arts, bringing you the very best of Broadway, dance, music, and more. Learn more about upcoming performances and see the calendar of events online at gougecenter.auburn.edu. That's GOGUE center.auburn.edu. Or call the box office 334-844-TIXS.
Of basketball to go. Auburn and South Carolina. Tigers lead it 30-24. The 24 points by Carolina is 10 fewer than any other opponent that Auburn has faced in a first half early in this SEC season. 10 fewer than the 34 points scored by Arkansas last Saturday. Auburn's 30 points in the first half, also the lowest the Tigers have had in the first half. Jovic, by the way, starts the second half along with Pettiford, Overton, Adams, and Murphy.
Well, he's been the brightest spot, that's for sure.
Auburn with the basketball, leading it by 6. They go low post. Jovic spins baseline against Stute. Goes up with a reverse and draws a foul.
Just so active. He's so hard to guard on that block. He's quick, and he's quick with his feet. He can spin. That time he spun baseline, got the advantage of the angle, and drew the foul.
He's listed at 6'8", 225. He plays bigger than that, Randall.
Well, he plays with strength, and he's a quick jumper, too.
By the way, that foul against Stute is his third. 2 shots for Jovic. First is good.
I'm more encouraged about his free throw shooting. It just looks like he's more confident. He looks like he's just kind of relaxing his body. He's got good form, good technique. It's just a confidence thing with him, especially being a freshman. But he's starting to settle in, and it's really good to see.
Shooting 91% in SEC play from the field coming into tonight. Knocks home both of those free throws.
Yeah,
and he gives Auburn a 32-24 lead.
He's pretty much point blank when scoring around that basket.
Agreed. Sharp jumps, top of the circle. Bounce pass left side for Elijah Strong. Now to Michi Johnson on a curl picked up by Overton in the switch. Sharp jumps out at the top. Around the perimeter, Strong against Murphy. Inside the arc, right side, 9 to shoot. Backs his way in, ball tipped out of there. Nearly a steal. It is a steal for Overton. Ball is loose and it comes to Jovic. And now Pettiford will run it down across midcourt. Auburn can take the lead to double figures right here before folks are settled into their seats. Right side at the top, it's Murphy. Left wing, KO. 3 ball, long. Rebound, Knox for South Carolina.
Defensive board play is going to be big on both ends. If the lid stays on both ends of the basket, defensive rebound is going to be important.
Studi, a 3 from the right corner. He started the second half with a mask on. He was out for a concussion and a broken nose for 3 games. He did not play with that mask in the first half and didn't get a field goal. He does in the second half and knocked home a 3.
He may have got hit a little bit. His physical was the first half in.
Murphy inside the arc. Backs it up against Elijah Strong. Spins, baseline up, no foul. Strong called for the foul, and it's going to send Keyshawn Murphy to the line to shoot a couple.
I'd like to see Keyshawn use his height and his length around that basket. He's so tall. When he gets it, when he makes a quick move and he's got good touch with his hands, see him a little more active there.
First to 2, good. Transferred from Mississippi State, 6th in SEC games at 8.2 rebounds a ball game. Second free throw by Murph. That was good. He got the kind roll. He got the Neville roll there.
Nice touch on the ball. And that ball bounces around. Got good touch on the ball.
34-27 Auburn. 18-21 second half clock at Neville Arena. Knox way outside the arc. Left wing Studi to Michi Johnson. Low post. Sharp jumps. Wide open scores.
They isolated on one side, made a back screen on the other. The Tigers did not recover and ended up floating open right at the basket.
Sharp jumps with his first field goal of the night. Back to a 5-point Auburn lead, 17-58. Murphy against Strong, top of the key. 2, Pettiford off a screen. Backs up, 3 ball to Hodge. In and out. Rebound Murphy. Had it, lost it. Ball loose, Carolina basketball. Ahead, Knox, Strong. To the basket, blocked out of bounds by Murphy.
Made a really nice recovery, Murphy did.
6 blocked for Auburn in the game.
Protecting the basket, what big guys ought to do, and he did that then.
22 in the shot clock for South Carolina. Auburn by 5 with 17:40 in the half. 34-29 Tigers. They'll inbound down the left base or left sideline near the corner. Johnson, the inbound Studi. Around the perimeter to Knox. Inside the arc to the baseline. Cut off by Sebastian. Back out to the wing. Top of the circle, it's Strong. To the wing. Long 3, Michi Johnson swish. 2-point ball game.
Can't ever let your guard down on Michi Johnson. He's had way too much experience. He's been too many trips up and down the court in Big Ten play as well as 2 years of SEC play.
34-32 Tigers. Pettiford. Jovic, top of the circle. Around Studi to the baseline, up and in with the finger roll.
He's just got it going right now. You might go 1 trip without him touching it, but you cannot go 2. As effective as he's been, he's got to have some touches.
Jovic's career high 18 against Jackson State, 1 off that mark today. Drive to the hole by Knox, pushed off against Pettiford. Turnaround jumper off the glass, he missed it. Rebound pulled in by Overton. Ahead 2 to Hodge. Auburn leads at 36-32. Pettiford at the wing. A hot hand is Jovic, he has it. Working on Studi to the wing. Pettiford drives it to the free throw line, down the right side. Left wing, Sebastian Williams-Adams to the basket. Leaves it for Murphy to the hole. No, got it back, put it up, got it!
Good second effort by Keyshawn Murphy. He's being more active this half around the basket using his size and length.
38-32, Tigers by 6, 16-19. Second half action. Sharp jumps. Studi around the perimeter, Michi Johnson. On the right wing, Sharp jumps, goes baseline. Got a lane to the basket, hangs and scores.
He has been a little bit more active this half as far as assertiveness on the offensive end. We're going to have to get him under control defensively.
38-34 Tigers. Pettiford left wing near the Auburn bench. Right hand dribble, picks it up. Sebastian Williams-Adams at the top. Sway drives on Strong to the basket, up. No, but he was fouled. And that will take us to our first time out of the second half. 15:45 to go, second half. Auburn shooting free throws. When we come back, Tigers 38, Carolina 34. Tonight's game sponsor is Country Financial. For over 100 years, Country Financial has provided personalized insurance so you can worry less and live more. Visit countryfinancial.com to experience more today. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regions.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
You like saving money, right? We all do. That's why Allstate just lowered the price of car insurance. Not, but wait, there's a catch. Lower. Actually lower. So if you're shopping around or just want to see how much you could save, check Allstate first for a new lower auto rate that could save you hundreds. You're in good hands with Allstate. Not available in every state. Only applicable for new auto insurance business. Rates will vary by several factors, including how you purchase the policy. Potential savings vary. Allstate North American Insurance Company and affiliates, Northbrook, Illinois.
What if your instincts could pay off? With Robinhood Prediction Markets, you can put your sports IQ to work on the games you know best. It's not you against the house. It's you participating in a live market. Buy or sell your predictions all game long. Trade every play with Robinhood. Visit Robinhood.com/predict. That's Robinhood.com/predict. Futures and cleared swaps trading involves significant risk and is not appropriate for everyone. Event contracts are offered by Robinhood Derivatives LLC, a registered futures commission merchant and swap firm.
Auburn basketball is brought to you by Alabama Power. When you cheer, we cheer. Alabama Power is a proud supporter of the Auburn Tigers.
15:45 to go in the second half, along with Randall Dickey and Brad Law. I'm Andy Burcham at Neville Arena, where Auburn leads South Carolina 38-34. Auburn at the line coming out of the timeout break. Second half action, Auburn outscored by South Carolina 10-8. And Sebastian Williams-Adams at the line to shoot two for the Tigers. Sway with a couple free throws in the basketball game to go along with 3 rebounds and an assist. First free throw for the Houston native is off the back of the iron and off. From St. John's High School, where he averaged 18.9 points, 8.2 rebounds a year ago. Could take the lead to 5. And he got it.
Good touch. Looks like he's raised that basketball up a little bit on his arc.
He comes out, and Elijah Freeman is in for the Tigers.
Yeah, we're going to have to rest Phillip here in a little bit as well.
Well, we've yet to see Key Hall. Now he's into the ball game, first time in the second half. Only played 8.5 minutes because of 3 fouls in the first. Drive by Johnson, baseline right against Overton. With the left hand into the lane. Down, shoots, scores. Nicely played by Michi.
It's one of the scouting reports on Michi Johnson. Even though he's not a very big guard, he really likes to post up and can really maneuver on a post-up play around that block area.
Auburn leads by 3. Overton at the top to the free throw line, down the lane. It goes up. He put it in.
Oh, that's a nice shot. We need 1 or 2 other guys to kind of get the offensive lane to kind of help Phillip out. Phillip has 17, but we need one more guy to get in double figures here pretty quickly.
Overton with the bucket, his first field goal of the night. Michi with the ball from Walker. Brings it top of the circle against Elijah Freeman. Right wing, sharp jumps, penetrates into the lane. To the wing, Michi wide open from 3. It's in and out. And the rebound, Jovic for the Tigers. Outlet, Key Hall. Up the floor, Freeman near the right corner. Puts it on the floor with the left hand, drives it into the lane, spins, foul. Fouled by Michi Johnson. And that will be his second foul. Carolina to the bench. Kobe Knox will come in. Michi comes out.
Yeah, a lot of times when you foul like that, shows that you're a little bit winded and you need just a little bit of a break.
4 fouls for Carolina in the second half. Jovic, top of the circle. Pettiford between the rings. Left wing, Freeman. Inside the arc, steps back out, doesn't take the shot, gets the ball to Pettiford. Shot clock at 9. Dahad wants a screen, gets a screen from Jovic. Turns, corner, Ski Hall three. No. Weak side rebound pulled in by E.J. Walker.
Got him to break a sweat just a little bit. He sat for a long time in the end of the first half and then through halftime and then the first segment of the second half, so we got to get him warmed up.
Sharp jumps to the left wing for Polk. Into the corner for Stute. Goes baseline, cut off. Drives it into the lane. Up with the right hand, he drew the foul. That's all he was trying to do. Just get to the line.
South Carolina really utilizing their bodies against the Tigers, just their brute strength of just physically putting their body on them and displacing them, creating angles for shots. That time Stute won that matchup against Elijah Freeman.
Third foul on Freeman. Stute at the line for a couple, 71% this year. First is in and out. Carolina right now is 8 of 13 from the field, shooting 78% from the line. Shooting 78% from the line coming in. Freeman out. And Sebastian Williams-Adams back in. Stute's second free throw also missed. Hall rebounds. Auburn's lead remains 5. Keyshawn Hall left wing. Now to the top for Pettiford. 41-36 Tigers. 13-44 in the second. Pettiford left wing Overton. KO. Sway top of the circle. Back to Kevin. Inside the arc, it's Jovic against Stute. Keeps banging him, doesn't matter. He dumps it.
Holy smokes! Emphatic baseline spin and a slam dunk by Philip Jovic that time. What a move with a young freshman.
For a career high 19 points. Auburn leads at 43-36. Stute. Sharp jumps. Working there against Sebastian Williams-Adams. Got a step on him into the lane. Goes up. He got it. He got the step on him at the free throw line. And he knocks it home. 43-38. Sharp jumps. All 3 field goals have come in the second half of action. Pettiford at the top. Keyshawn Hall between the circles. Hall, right wing, Overton on a curl to the lane. To the left wing, Keyshawn. Goes baseline. Head fake. Goes up and scores.
You get Keyshawn Hall in motion. You make him go from one side of the floor to the other, coming off a couple of different screens. He's going to create an opening. That time he got a nice angle and a good finish.
45-38 Tigers. Stute in the left corner, stepped out of bounds. Knox got out of a double team to go down the left sideline, but Stute was out of bounds after the pass.
Something about that spot. That's twice the call has been made on stepping out of bounds in that very same spot on that sideline, I guess it is.
Michi Johnson back into the lineup along with Kreist, Sandiko on the low post as Sharp jumps and Stute sit down. 45-38 Tigers. Pettiford at the top. Free throw line down the right side of the lane. Spins into the basket. Underneath for Jovic, up and got it.
He's just so productive. He's being efficient today.
21
by far,
for
hands
Phillip.
down the best player for the Tigers on the floor.
It's 47-38 Tigers. Philip Jovic with a career night. Polk, left wing, over Jovic, missed the 3. Rebound out of there. Here's Auburn on the break. Sway, ahead, Overton. Open 3, ball short. Doggone it. And the rebound to Carolina. This place would have been up for grabs.
Yeah, this crowd's on the edge of their seat waiting to explode.
Michi Johnson to the basket, draws the foul. He goes to the line for 2 after a timeout. 11:53 to go in the second. Auburn 47, South Carolina 38. Find your piece of paradise on the Alabama Gulf Coast with Mindy Jones of Remax Paradise. Visit Mindy at paradise.com. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
Here's a clip from a recent Talking Tigers podcast with Andy Burcham.
Auburn men's basketball coach Stephen Pearl.
From the time, Laney was born, we've basically just been trying to be good parents. On top of having one of the best basketball teams in college basketball last year, leading them to an SEC championship and another Final Four, you lose basically that entire team, right? We then, basically the weekend of the Sweet 16, we are recruiting from the middle of March until the beginning of June, trying to rebuild this roster. June 1, we start practice in the summer. And then we got 8 weeks with the guys in the summer. They go home and then we come back to school 10 days later. We start practice and workouts shortly thereafter. And then a few weeks later, boom, this happens.
New episodes of the Talking Tigers podcast are released Mondays wherever you listen to podcasts. Subscribe to the Talking Tigers podcast exclusively from the Auburn Sports Network.
Chick-fil-A's new frosted sodas and floats, it's a 10 out of 10. Hey, this is Lizzie, a team member at my local Chick-fil-A, and a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and new frosted sodas and floats is how well they go together. You will love having your favorite soda blended with our creamy ice stream to make a new frosted soda or float. With the mix of the ice stream and soda fizz, it's so delicious, I call it Fizzalicious.
Order a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and a new frosted soda and float at your local Chick-fil-A restaurant. Real team member paid for their testimonial.
Back at Neville Arena, the Celebrity Inn, the son of head football coach Alex Goldich, Barrett, and his dad comes out, and they've got an elaborate handshake.
They do indeed.
I'm telling you.
Yes.
All right, quick check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. Texas A&M, they were tied at 29 at halftime. Aggies have come out on a roll to start the second half. They've outscored them 9-2. Aggies lead the Longhorns 38-31 in Austin. 17 minutes to go there. Andy Burcham, Randall Dickey, Auburn just 1 of 15 from behind the three-point line.
Yikes.
But inside the arc, 15 for 26. That is 58%. Guys, offense working a whole lot better in and around the paint.
No question about it. Michi Johnson gets a couple free throws after the foul prior to the timeout on Kevin Overton, his second. 2 fouls against Auburn in the second half, 4 for Carolina.
I think Brad's trying to get us to scoot a little closer to the basket.
I would say so. Johnson, 83% from the line this season. His first free throw attempt of the night is good. 47-39 Tigers, 11:53 to go in the second half. Johnson, outstanding. Played at Carolina, went to Ohio State, came back to Carolina. Free throws in the air, and it's good.
Plays with a lot of confidence, very seasoned guard, got unbelievable experience, two different major leagues.
Only player in double figures for Carolina with 14. Philip Jovich with 21 leads everybody tonight. A career night for Philip. Overton on the wing. Inside the arc, it's Overton. Double team to the wing for Overton. Hall looked left for Moshalik. Now drives it down the lane, gets a lane to the hole. Off the glass, didn't get it. Rebound, Jovich. Out to the wing, Hall.
What an effort by Philip Jovich to snatch that rebound.
Hall's guy goes down, and they got Philip for the offensive foul. It's his fourth.
Keyshawn.
He must have lowered the shoulder.
Yeah.
He'll have to go to the bench with 4 fouls. Boy, he has been neutralized tonight by fouls. Auburn 47, Carolina 40, 11:25 to go in the second half.
It certainly has limited his play on the floor, that's for sure.
He has scored in double figures in every game this season. He has 6. When will he be back in the ball game? 11:20 in the second. Auburn's lead is 7. Johnson on the wing. It comes to Knox. Now to Strong. Left side of the circle. Top of the circle, it's Michi Johnson. Drives on Jovich. Kicks it to the corner. 3 ball by Knox. Good. Over Overton. And that cuts the lead to 4. 47-43.
It's kind of a double whammy there. You get your 4th foul on Keyshawn Hall. They come right down and hit a rainbow 3 out of the deep corner.
Murphy, top of the circle in the lane. It's Overton from about 5. That's good.
Be nice. When the Tigers run that flex cut, which is from one baseline, and they screen him on the block, and he cuts all the way through, that play has been effective all night long.
49-43 Tigers. Carolina basketball. Johnson between the circles. It's Knox. Knox on the left-hand dribble. Out to the wing. Picked up by Jovich. Right wing, Michi Johnson. Drives on Murphy. Now by Moshalik. 3 ball in the air. It's up and it's good from Walker on the right side. They've hit threes their last 2 times down the floor, and that trims Auburn's lead to 3 with 10-16 in the second half.
Just a simple penetrating pitch. You just drive it, draw the defense, and then dish it off.
It's Murphy at the top. Back to Moshalik. 17 to shoot for Auburn. We approach the 10-minute mark. Auburn's lead is 3. Overton with 10 on the shot clock. On the wing, a screen from Murphy. Gets it to Murphy, low post. 5 to shoot. Out to the top, Mashalik. Corner 3, Sebastian Williams-Adams at short. Got his own rebound, drives and dunks it.
Holy smokes, what an offensive rebound. That's an emotional lift for the Tigers right there. Follow your shot.
His first field goal of the night.
And slam it home with both hands.
51-46 Tigers, 9:34 second half action. Michi Johnson near the right sideline in front of the Carolina bench. Knox at the top. They've hit threes their last 2 times down the floor, and there's a steal by Sebastian Williams-Adams. He rings it up the floor, drives baseline, runs into a man, and gets called for a charge. Third foul on Sebastian Williams-Adams.
There's one thing about those 2 young freshmen to really like. They make mistakes, but they make mistakes going full speed. That time, I'll have to give a gold star to the South Carolina player that got in front of that freight train going.
Third foul against Sebastian Williams-Adams. 51-46 Auburn. 9:19 in the second. Boy, hardly a chance to breathe in this ball game. Carolina basketball. Walker outside the arc. Works on Jovic. Around the perimeter, Strong. Hands the ball to Sharp, jumps back onto the floor. Head fake at 3, drives on Murphy. Bounce pass to the baseline, kicked by Auburn with 10 on the shot clock. Goes out of bounds, Carolina basketball with 8:59 to go in the second. And Auburn with a 51-46 lead. Carolina's been within as little as 3 here in the second half.
We haven't seen much of this. Baseline out of bounds by South Carolina.
Inbound Sharp jumps, head fake up and in. Easy play.
Oh, that little loop play. They've scored twice in this game off that set play of baseline out of bounds. And the transatlantic player from Mongolia lays it in.
Pettiford back into the lineup for Auburn at the point. Tigers lead at 51-48. Overton at the top. Working on Polk. Now Sebastian Williams-Adams. To Pettiford, straight away against Michi Johnson. Gets a screen for Murphy. To Murphy, to the hole, goes up and in with a foul on the play.
Nice finish by Keyshawn Murphy. Great pass by Tahad Pettiford on a quick screen and roll. Good finish by the big fella.
4th assist of the night for Pettiford. 8:31 in the second. Auburn 53, South Carolina 48. Murph at the line for an and one. Sharp jumps called for his second foul of the night. Murph's free throw good. 54-48, 8:31 in the second.
Eased old Murph in there for double figures. We got 2 guys. The 2 front line guys got double figures. Continue to carry us because Tahad Pettiford will eventually hit a big shot here in a little bit.
Johnson at the top, off the right wing, penetrates all the way to the hole, gets banged pretty good. And Michi will go to the line to shoot 2. I don't know if it was I don't know if it was Jovic or Pettiford called for the foul. They both were present.
I think
they were both present.
Out of bounds, did they?
Oh, no foul. I beg your pardon. It is Carolina ball, 17 to shoot.
It's hard to tell on tonight's game because it's so physical. You never know.
Freeman in, Murphy out for Auburn. It's a much smaller Auburn lineup out there right now. Let's see if Auburn can get out and run a little bit with this bunch. Sharp Johnson will trigger baseline right. Inbound Strong against Pettiford. Elijah bangs once, bangs twice, bangs 3. Up with the left hand, no but a foul. Strong to the line for 2.
Tough matchup for Kevin Overton at times, giving up a great deal of size on tallness as well as
Strong is 6'8", 250. Kevin 6'5", 200. Strong at the line for a couple. Auburn 54, Carolina 48 with 8:11 to go in the second. Strong's free throw is good. This is a good player.
Yeah, these Gamecocks are just not going away, Andy. They just keep hanging around. The Tigers are going to have to put their foot down on both ends of the floor and be efficient offensively and really tough defensively.
Free throw is missed. This guy was shooting 91% from the line coming in SEC play. Auburn basketball leading 54-49. Right wing Freeman. Out of the top, Sebastian Williams-Adams. To the wings, Freeman. Low post, Jovic. Working, double team. Freeman, right wing 3 ball. No. Rebound, weak side, Sebastian. Rebound, dunk.
That is picture perfect, textbook offensive rebound. Didn't put it on the floor, didn't drop the basketball below his waist, went right back up and dunked it.
56-49. Auburn on top, 7:37 in the second. Strong against Jovic, bounce pass. Walker stacked away. Here's Auburn the other way. Freeman
Good
on the
defense.
break. Elijah to the wing for Overton. Skip pass into the corner. Pettiford drives to the hole. Hangs, shoots. Oh, he didn't get it. And the rebound for Sharp-Jomst.
Thought he was going to punch that through.
Sharp-Jomst on the left wing. Top of the circle for Strong. Sharp-Jomst. Left wing. Low post. Skip pass. Corner. It's Meechie Johnson against Pettiford. Cut off. Whistle foul.
Big call this 7 minutes ago.
7:07 in the second half. Boy, it looked like he just lost his balance. An official didn't look like he had a real good angle at it either. 7:07 to go. Auburn 56, Carolina 49. Discover exceptional service with SmartBank, your premier choice for personalized banking solutions in the heart of Auburn. From the tip-off to the final buzzer, they support your financial goals. Come see what's so smart about SmartBank. SmartBank, member FDIC, equal housing lender. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
From birth to age 5, your child's brain is growing faster than ever. And guess what? You are your child's first teacher. Talking, singing, playing, and reading every day helps your child learn and thrive. Singing boosts memory. Playing builds problem-solving skills. Reading grows vocabulary. Talking teaches communication. Start strong because these early years matter the most. For tips and tools, visit the Alabama Department of Early Childhood Education at children.alabama.gov. Alabama's children deserve a strong start.
Looking for legendary wings, mouth-watering burgers, and unbeatable pizza for your next big event? Baumhauer's Catering is here to satisfy your cravings. From tailgates, birthdays, to office lunches and weddings, boost your event with delicious flavors of Baumhauer's Catering. We offer pickup or delivery, or choose our full-service catering that includes setup and staff. Don't have space for your big event? We can even host you in our dedicated party space. Baumhauer's Victory Grill Catering. Legendary flavors, zero hassle. War Eagle.
What a matchup we've got, folks. Just non-stop action. The energy is electric and the fans are all in. An intense game like this calls for a Coca-Cola. Ah, crisp and refreshing. That's a game changer. Yeah, that taste scores every time. And just like that, they're back at it. Passionate fans and an ice-cold Coca-Cola. Now that's a winning combo. No matter the team, no matter the sport, everyone knows fan work is thirsty work. Enjoy a Coca-Cola.
Defensive statistics are presented by Cook's Pest Control. Cook's is the South's most trusted name in pest control and the official pest control partner of the Auburn Tigers.
Well, it is all about defense tonight. Tigers up 56-49, 7:07 in the second. Auburn 20 of 49 from the field. Better in the second half, 10 of 19. Carolina 16 of 42 from the field, 9 of 14 in the second half. Points in the paint, big in favor of Auburn. 38-18, Carolina out of bounds, baseline right. Sharp-Jomst will trigger. 20 to shoot for the Gamecocks. To the baseline it goes. For Simeon, out to the top of the circle for Meechie Johnson. 7 minutes to go in the second half. Auburn leads it by 7. Johnson, Sharp-Jomst, back to Meechie Johnson for 3. No. Weak side rebound pulled in by Polk for Carolina. Second crack at it for the Gamecocks. Johnson, top of the circle against Elijah Freeman. Crossover dribble, ball knocked away. He gathers it back. Tied up. Ball loose. Jovic with a steal for Auburn. Fouled by Meechie Johnson. Phillip just stayed with it.
He sure did. His persistence tonight and his nose for the basketball has just been superior.
Best game that we have seen for number 38 in an Auburn uniform. And a big ball game at that. 56-49 Tigers. Foul against Meechie Johnson is his third. 6:37 to go. Auburn leads it by 7. Tigers have led by as many as 9 here in the second half. Sebastian Williams-Adams near the top of the circle. Bounce pass Pettiford to Hod. Left corner, Overton goes baseline. Out to the wing, Pettiford. Corner. 3 ball in the air. Freeman in and out. Auburn cannot buy a bucket from 3.
South Carolina switched to their 1-3-1 zone that time. Ended up winning that possession.
Auburn 1 of 18 from 3 tonight. And yet, The Tigers lead by 7 with 6:05 in the second half. Michi Johnson against Jovic. Head fake, drives, free throw. Left side, Sheriff Johnson from 3. It's in and out. Rebound, Jovic.
Just got to get him some more touches because you play best when your best is needed, and tonight the best has been needed from Philip Jovic, and he has responded.
Overton against the zone. Pettiford,
it's
left
a big
wing,
wide,
Freeman.
1-3-1. They really are stretching out. They got a
Overton, low post. Sebastian Williams at him, dunks it home.
Made a nice spread
Bullet
the defense
pass.
out. Went all the way from the high guard to right at the block for a slam dunk.
Matches Auburn's largest lead, 58-49, 5:23 in the second. A bullet pass from Overton and a steal from KO. Ball is loose. Michi Johnson retrieves it. Jump ball. Nope, timeout, Carolina. They'll retain the arrow and the basketball. 5:15 to go. Auburn 58, South Carolina 49. Your team is your most valuable asset, so ensure that they are protected with the best workers' compensation insurance available. Ask your agent for an Alicomp quote today. This is the Auburn Sports Network.
There's team pride, and then there's extra Tiger pride. When I'm carrying the Auburn University Regents Visa debit card or prepaid Regents Now card, that's exactly what I get. Whether I'm grabbing some extra Auburn gear or picking up an extra dozen wings for the game, this card always brings it. Sometimes I get an extra War Eagle from the cashier too. Visit Regents.com/Go Tigers to get yours.
Extra changes everything. And at Regions, Extra is our ordinary. Official bank of the SEC, member FDIC.
Hey, Mom, sorry for the late message. It's been absolutely crazy here. And this morning, I went for a run on Kailua Beach and saw the most insane sunrise. I sent some photos. And then this afternoon, we worked on another Black Hawk. My new unit is amazing. I'm learning a ton. And guess what? You called it. I'm going surfing on Sunday. And we're going to... All right. Yeah, cool. Be right there. I gotta go. I'll see you next week. I love you.
Learn how you can be all you can be at GoArmy.com.
Where were you when this happened?
Okoro, Purifoy to Okoro. Drives right past Neesmith to the hole and jams it with the right hand with a foul. Woo! Woo!
You have always been my favorite.
Hello, Powder Springs, Georgia.
Don't miss the next heart-pounding moment on the Auburn Sports Network.
.15 to go at Neville Arena. Brad Law with the check of the Yellowwood scoreboard. 10-point lead for Texas A&M at Texas, 52-42. Aggies in front. Still 12 minutes to go in that game. Number 5 Purdue trying to hang on at USC. Boilers on top 57-56 with 5.5 minutes to go out in Los Angeles in Big Ten action. Andy Burcham, Randall Dickey, back to you after that Yellowwood scoreboard.
Shot clock is at 28 because there was a possession change and then Carolina got the ball back. 5:15 in the second. Auburn 58, Carolina 49. Carolina ball. They'll trigger near their bench. Studi back into the lineup for Carolina, sporting that mask.
That's a true sideline out of bounds play that the Tigers will have to defend the Gamecocks right here because they're going to run something to try to get the ball either right at the basket or at a perimeter jump shot.
Inbound, Sheriff jumps. Puts it on the floor with the left hand, drives into the lane. Now left side of the lane. Low post for Studi, blocked by Freeman. Right back to Studi with 19 to shoot. Baseline left, out to the top. There's a steal for Jovic. Phillip on a drive to the hole. Dumped it! Holy cow!
That's a one-man show right there. Philip Jovic has just grown up right here before our eyes. What a defensive play and what a slam dunk.
Studi left wing 3 for Carolina. Missed it. Rebound tap to the baseline and out of bounds off 3 Auburn players. Wow, what a night for Philip Jovic. 23 points, 5 rebounds. Carolina ball out of bounds, baseline right. Biggest lead of the night for Auburn at 11, 60-49. Sharp jumps will trigger baseline right for the Gamecocks. Don's pass to the baseline. Strong right back to Sheriff jumps. Pulls it out of the right wing. Sway on him. Sheriff jumps between the legs, dribble, kissing into the corner for Strong against Jovic. Spins. Phillip with an arm bar to stay with him. Strong to the baseline. up, head fake twice, fade away, good.
Just made him earn it. Phillip did a good job. He challenged the shot. He kept his verticality straight up and down, made him shoot over the top of him. The guy made a nice shot.
60-51 Auburn, 4:15 to go in the second half. Pettiford across midcourt for the Tigers. On the left-hand dribble, switches to the right, screen from Jovic, kicks it into the corner. Drive to the hole by Sebastian. Goes to the baseline, put it up, missed it. Rebound Jovic. Phillip back up, missed it. Rebound Studi for Carolina. They're 5-on-3 the other way. Sheriff jumps at the right wing to the corner. 3-ball by Polk. It's missed. And there's Auburn the other way. Nope. Sheriff jumps, runs it down, saves it into the left corner. 3-ball. Knox didn't get it. Rebound Knox. Back up and good.
They just kept going. The Tigers have got 2 or 3 guys standing and only one chasing the basketball, and South Carolina wins that possession.
And Jovic a little gimpy as he goes to the Auburn bench. 3:40 to go. Auburn 60. South Carolina 53. On to Victory, proud to be the official events experiences company of the Auburn Tigers. Experience Auburn like never before through On to Victory. See upcoming events and sponsorship opportunities at ontovictory.com. Auburn basketball continues in a moment.
You can swirl it, you can sip it, but the best way is to share it. Hey y'all, I'm Deanna, a team member at my local Chick-fil-A. And a little thing I love about the Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and new frosted sodas and floats is how well they go together. You get that bold flavor of the Coke mixed with the smooth deliciousness of the vanilla ice cream. You have a juicy filet and a smooth, creamy float. It's an awesome pairing.
Order a Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich and a new frosted soda and float at your local Chick-fil-A restaurant. Real team member paid for their testimonial.
You've created a comfortable home office. Now let Carrier provide the cash bonus. For a limited time, you can claim up to $1,550 in cool cash rebates on a qualified Carrier home comfort system. There's never been a better time to upgrade to year-round premium comfort and energy savings. Carrier, turn to the experts.
Are you ready for your winning moment? Find it at Wind Creek Casino, where the action never stops. Hottest games, loosest spins, more ways to win. We've got the highest payouts and the most epic rewards. At Wind Creek, there's a win waiting for you around every corner. Wind Creek Casino. Find your winning moment. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Keep it here after the game for the Regions Bank postgame show with final stats and analysis, plus comments from Coach Pearl. Now back to the game.
If Auburn wins this one of the reasons will be points in the paint. The Tigers have outscored Carolina 42-20 in the paint today. Lead at 60-53 with 3:40 to go in the second half. Tigers with the basketball. We're through the media timeouts as well.
It's getting about crunch time right now.
Yeah.
Every possession, 3 minutes and 40 seconds to go. 7-point lead. Every offensive possession, you got to try to get a basket or get fouled trying to get one.
Pettiford across midcourt, right-hand dribble. Top of the circle, gets a screen. Gets the ball to Sebastian Williams-Adams. Now to Pettiford. To Hodge, right side, Overton. Head fake at 3, drives down the lane, dumps it. Sebastian Williams-Adams up and missed. He'll go to the line for a couple.
Really nice execution by the Tigers after the timeout. A set play was called. They are moving the basketball, moving bodies from one side of the floor to the other, which in return opens up the give and go, and Sebastian Williams-Adams gets fouled on it.
4th foul for Elijah Strong. We'll keep an eye on that for the final 3:24 with Sebastian Williams-Adams getting a couple. First is good.
Big crunch time free throw there by Sebastian Williams-Adams. Good to see for that young man.
Double figures for the second straight game for the freshman out of Houston. Second free throw.
Adding that little extra arch on his basketball tonight has made a difference in his free throws.
Back to a 9-point Auburn lead, 62-53, 3:19 in the second. Michi Johnson, right sideline. Pivots, gets it to the top for Knox. Knox off the left wing, picked up by Jovic. Top of the circle is Strong against Pettiford. Hands the ball to Michi Johnson outside the arc, right side. Johnson around the perimeter, Walker back to Johnson at the top. He's double teamed there. Working now on KO. Penetrates down the lane, into the lane, to the free throw line. Up with the left hand. He didn't get it. Rebound tapped up. No. Rebound Auburn. Sebastian Williams-Adams tied up on a foul.
Really well played. When you get your mitts on it late in the game, you've got to secure it, pull it close to your body, make the other team foul you, which Sebastian did. He'll go to the free throw line for another.
Sharp jumps was called for his third foul. Auburn in the bonus. It's a 1 in bonus right now for Sebastian Williams-Adams with 11 points and 6 rebounds on the evening. Auburn's freshman leading the way tonight. 23 for Jovic, 11 for Sebastian Williams-Adams, and the old guy Murphy with 11. First. Missed it long. Rebound.
We got the
Auburn.
offensive rebound.
Oh, nicely done, Elijah Freeman.
New clock right here. We got about 15 seconds left.
2:45, second half, Auburn by 9. Pettiford on the wing. To Overton, top of the circle. Left wing, Freeman. Shot clock at 5. Pettiford. Pettiford's on the floor, drives, loses it, gets it back, launches a 3, didn't get it. It's a shot clock violation for Auburn, and Carolina will have it with 2:31 to go in the second half. All right, was there a foul called on Carolina on the rebound?
They may have.
Originally called shot clock violation. They may need to look at the replay to see if a foul occurred before the shot clock went off.
They're going to take a look at it.
Yeah. Ooh, that'd be a big call with 2:31 to go. Auburn would keep the ball, go to the line with a 62-53 lead.
Before the shot clock violation.
All right, so they're going to make sure on the timing here at Neville Arena. Late in a ball game.
Well, the Tigers need to lean on what statistically have been proven to be so good for them today. Continue to pound the ball inside. Points in the paint is just astronomically different, 42-20.
Jovic was pushed by Michi Johnson underneath. I'm thinking, though, I'm watching the replay, it appears, I don't know if the foul
Occurred before the shot clock violation.
Well, that's exactly what I was about to say.
Number 38 for Auburn.
That's going to give Phillip a chance for a 1-and-1.
Yes, it will.
Maybe, hey, how about 2 shots, because he was attempting to try to shoot it in.
Sure he was. That's what he'd tell you.
I don't know what he'll get, but he should get a 2 shots.
He has 23 points tonight. He's 9 of 12 from the field, 5 of 7 from the line with 6 rebounds.
Just what an outstanding evening for Philippe, that's for sure. He is such just an enjoyable player to watch. Want him to finish this game out.
It's a 1 in bonus for Jovic. Missed it long. Carolina gets the rebound. 2:30 to go in this one. Auburn leads it by 9. Carolina basketball. Johnson at the top. Michi against Jovic. Drives it down the right side of the lane to Sharm Johnson on the right wing. Left-hand dribble into the lane. Spins to the basket, goes up for the foul and goes up for the shot and draws the foul on Elijah Freeman. That will be the 4th on number 6.
I think that you got to think about they're blowing the whistle of anything to the basket, any attempt toward the basket. So the offense for Auburn needs to do the same. Drive to the basket, attempt to get to the basket, and maybe the officials will protect you and you can finish leading going away.
Sheriff Johnson is good from the line. He's 90%. He gets his 2nd free throw of the night.
This young man's a good player.
Hall in, Sebastian Williams-Adams out for Auburn. 8-point Auburn lead, 62-54, 2:18 to go in the second half. Second free throw. And he got both. I'm surprised he hasn't gone to the basket more tonight.
Well, I have the one thing that I think that the
Murphy
Tigers have done is
out.
defended him a lot better. I think the Tigers have moved their feet tonight defense, and that's why the defensive rebounds have been there.
Walker replaces Strong in the lineup for Carolina. Auburn ball, 2:15 to go, 7-point Auburn advantage. 62-55, Keyshawn Hall in the Auburn lineup.
Now we got to get him going, get him moving.
Pettiford in the center circle. 17 to shoot for Auburn. Screen from Jovic. And Tahad just dribbled the ball out of bounds. Unforced error by the Tigers.
Well, we're going to just make up on that. That's a very uncharacteristic. Tahad's had a tough evening. He's trying his best, but sometimes the floor tilts one way or the other without you knowing it.
Sebastian Williams-Adams in, and Hall comes out.
They're going to offense substitute him, so they'll protect Keyshawn,
who has 4 fouls.
Yes.
2:02 in the second. Auburn leads it by 7, 62-55, after a turnover by the Tigers. Carolina ball. Ichi Johnson dribbles it forward quickly, all the way to the basket, and he banked up and he missed it. Sway gets the rebound, the outlet to Pettiford. We're under 2 minutes to go.
Got to execute, run the clock, try to get to the end of the clock, get something with an easy basket, or get fouled doing so.
Pettiford inside the center circle, picks it up, bounce pass Jovic. Kicks it left side, Sebastian Williams-Adams outside the arc. 8 to shoot for the Tigers. Sebastian will drive it on Studi. All the way to the hole, didn't get it. Rebound Sharp-Jumps for South Carolina. Auburn's lead is 7. Carolina ball, 1:25 to go.
It's a big defensive possession for the Tigers.
Drive by Knox to the hole. It's blocked, and it's a goaltend against the Tigers.
Cut it to a 2-possession game right then. 1:20 left. Try to get Keyshawn.
62-55 Auburn, 1:20 in the second half.
It's pretty simple that he goaltended, but I don't know, I guess you want to make sure and go look at it.
As a result, with the change of possession that we believe, Hall in replacing.
It's a goaltend. By rule, the officials may go to the monitor under 2 minutes.
All right, they're going to check.
Confirm the call.
They're going to check this on their own. Auburn didn't have to appeal this one or challenge it.
I guess both teams still have their challenge
left. Yes,
so
they do.
Anything could happen.
62-55 Auburn. 1:20 to go in the second half. You'll recall Auburn's game a year ago, #1 team in the country, the Auburn Tigers, lost Janai Broom to an injured ankle. All right, so it is a goaltend. 1:21 to go. Auburn ended up winning that game by 3. Fortunate to win at South Carolina last year.
It's going to be a tense 81 seconds, that's for sure.
Indeed.
Tigers got to take care of the basketball. We need to get a ball in the basket or get to the free throw line and make it. I know they put Keyshawn Hall in for offense.
And good free throw shooting as well.
And he is a good free throw. They might run that play where they isolate him one-on-one, give him an opportunity to draw the foul.
Full length of the floor to go. We get pressure from South Carolina here.
They're going to press us pretty hard because they're behind. They need the basketball.
Hall looking for an inbound, gets it to Pettiford, stays out of a double team, lobs it to Hall across midcourt. 1:15 to go. Auburn 62, Carolina 57. Auburn basketball. 20 on the shot clock. Pettiford, right hand dribble. Bounce pass, Elijah Murphy. Or rather Freeman, to Hall at the top. Right wing Freeman. Low post, Jovic, 10 to shoot. Jovic, double team to the wing Freeman. At the top, Pettiford. Left wing, Overton. Long three, KO, good!
Biggest three of the night right there. Kevin Overton, and the play was drawn up for Philip Jovic. He kicked it right back out. It went to the other side of the floor. Kevin Overton buried the three-point shot.
65-57, Sharm-Johnst into the corner, 3-ball, Studi, yes. Auburn left him open in the left corner. Timeout, South Carolina, with 43.8 seconds to go. And Auburn's lead trimmed back to 5, 65-60.
80th timeout, I think.
We'll keep it here during this timeout. 43.8 seconds to go. Reminder, no women's basketball tomorrow. Tigers have their off week or their bye week. This Auburn men's team back in action Tuesday night. Auburn at Ole Miss Tuesday night at 8 from the Pavilion at Ole Miss. Our coverage begins at 7:30 from Oxford. And then the Tigers back in action on Saturday at Florida. So back-to-back road games, and tough ones at that, at Ole Miss and at the defending national champs, the Florida Gators, next week on the Auburn Sports Network. Here, Auburn leads at 65-60 with 43.8 seconds to go. This has been a difficult day for home teams in the SEC. Matter of fact, only one home team has won thus far. Auburn trying to be just the second, leading 65-60. On a night where the Tigers are 2 of 19 from 3 Carolina 7 of 24 from 3. Auburn shooting 50% from the field in the second half. Carolina 48%. Rebounding. Carolina has now out-rebounded Auburn 39-35. And a huge possession for Auburn with Tahad Pettiford, Kevin Overton, Philip Jovic, Keyshawn Hall, and Elijah Freeman on the floor for the Tigers.
Two crucial elements on this possession, Andy. Number one, the Tigers, can they score, whether it's a 2 or 3 or get fouled, and how much time they can take off that clock in doing so.
43 and 8, 10 seconds to go. Auburn 65, Carolina 60. Full length of the floor to go against the Carolina press for Auburn. Sharpjumps will face guard against Keyshawn Hall. They get the ball to Overton, almost fouled. Throws it, steal. Michi Johnson to the hole. Head fake, goes up, and a basket by Knox.
Bad turnover by the Tigers. We got to take care of, secure that basketball, and get it down the floor.
65-62 Auburn, 33 seconds to go. Hall up the floor, fouled from behind by Walker, and that will put Auburn at the line for a double bonus.
Well, it puts Auburn's best free throw shooter at the line. He's had a tough night scoring the ball. They go through his routine.
Well, it's one of the reasons he's in the game this late.
For sure. And if you were going to pick a guy from the entire Auburn unit to shoot a free throw, you would certainly pick him first.
Hall on the season shooting 86% from the line. He gets 2 big ones here. First is good. Keyshawn with 7 points on the night, in foul trouble most of the evening. 66-62 Auburn. Yes, from Keyshawn Hall.
It's a 2-possession game.
Hall out, Sebastian Williams-Adams in.
This defensive possession is crucial for the Tigers right here.
31 and 9/10 seconds. Michi Johnson picks it up against Overton across midcourt with 29 seconds to go in the second half. Picks up the dribble. In some trouble. Ball knocked out of bounds by Elijah Freeman from behind, intended for Mike Sharpjumps.
They snuffed them on defense. The Tigers were outstanding that time.
Michi picked that ball up pretty quick and got in a little bit of trouble, didn't he?
I think he thought a guy was going to float open, and the defense by Auburn Tigers just smothered him, and he couldn't. It looked like there were about 9 of them out there guarding those Gamecocks.
They will inbound just to the left of the scorer's table. 21 on the shot clock. 23 and 3/10 seconds in the second half. An Auburn 5-point lead, 67-62. Sharpjumps will trigger. At the right sideline, top of the circle for Walker. Walker, Michi Johnson. Low post Sharpjumps against Sebastian Williams-Adams. Easy basket.
17 seconds. You got a 3-point lead. We got to cease all movement and try to regroup here.
And a timeout on the floor as we pause 10 seconds for station identification on the Auburn Sports Network. Sharpjumps with 13 points on the night. He has 5 rebounds on the evening. 14 points for Michi Johnson. 12 for Knox. 10 for Strong for Auburn. 3 in double figures. 23 for Jovic. 11 apiece for Murphy and for Sebastian Williams-Adams. Auburn won last year by 3, 66-63. Auburn leads this one tonight 67-64 with 17 seconds to go. Auburn after an Auburn timeout. And Auburn leading by 3. Huge possession for Auburn.
The press offense for Auburn is none bigger than they've had in the entire season. They've got to be able to get that basketball inbounds, secure it. I think South Carolina will play for the steal right off the bat, but if the Tigers get it in, I look for them to foul.
Hall will trigger for Auburn. They do not face guard Keyshawn Hall. Looking for an inbound, still looking for an inbound. Timeout Auburn. Didn't take a chance. They did a good job of covering up Pettiford, and Auburn called a timeout. And it's going to be a full timeout with 17 seconds remaining in the second half, and Auburn holding on to a 67-64 lead. Auburn is in the double bonus. If the Tigers can get the ball inbound and get fouled, Auburn gets a couple free throws with a 3-point lead and at least 17 seconds to go in the second half. Auburn and Ole Miss Tuesday night at 8. Our coverage from Oxford begins at 7:30.
Well, we've got long 17 seconds ahead. We got to try to throw to a deep feeder. We got to bring a third, maybe a fourth guy to the basketball to relieve the pressure, get the ball in bounds. The crucial part of that right there, South Carolina's going to do the same thing. They're going to try to deny, play for the steal, and if the Tigers get it in bounds, they're going to try to foul.
The one guy that they want with the basketball is Jovic. They'll foul Jovic, no trouble. In spite of the fact that Phillips been really good from the line tonight, he's 5 of 8. With Freeman and Hall and Pettiford and Overton out there, he is the worst of Auburn's 5 players on the floor at the free throw line.
Well,
he has had
sure.
a career night, however, with 23 points and 6 rebounds, and has been good from the line tonight at 5 of 8. 3-point Auburn lead, full length of the floor to go, and Auburn now puts everybody at the baseline. Different than the last time where they had guys lined up at midcourt. And they have both Overton and Hall out of bounds. Hall will trigger. Who's going to go deep for Auburn? It's Pettiford gets the inbound pass back to Hall. Up the floor, and he gets fouled.
Good.
Got fouled shy of midcourt by Walker. And Keyshawn back at the line with 13 and a half seconds to go.
Smart play by the Auburn Tigers that time. Number one, they got the ball inbounds. Number two, they avoided the initial foul on the double team. They killed a couple of more seconds. What was that? 4 seconds. And then they put their best player at the free throw line, Keyshawn Hall.
First free throw. Good.
Made it a 2-possession game on that shot right there.
Second free throw. Good. Hall out. Sebastian Williams-Adams in. 69-64 Tigers. 2-possession game for Auburn. Full length of the floor to go for the Gamecocks. Kevin Overton lurks back. He wants to put some pressure on Michi Johnson. Picks up the dribble across midcourt. 11 seconds in the ball game. Johnson, right wing, into the corner. Sheriff jumps. 6 seconds. Michi Johnson, long three. Good with 3.9. Down to a 2-point Auburn lead, 69-67.
Tigers just need to make sure to get the Tigers are going to call timeout.
Wow, Johnson has a good 10 feet behind the three-point line on the right wing.
No, that was a different area code on that. What a 3-point shot.
Clock stopped with 3.9 seconds to go, and Auburn up 69-67.
It's amazing when these two teams get together. We
Sure
had
is.
the number 1 team in the country last year.
Heck, even when Auburn won the SEC tournament 3 seasons ago, remember the rock fight the Tigers had with Carolina in the SEC tournament?
They play tough. They're physical, well coached.
Officials are at the review. I'm guessing they're going to look at the time.
I would think they want to make that exact.
Yeah. It is 3.9 right now. Jeb Hartness, Mike Nance, and Garrick Shannon. I think they're just making sure that the clock is correct, I think.
South Carolina's cannot let any time roll off, so they could.
Right.
There's a possibility they could foul before the ball goes in bounds.
For Auburn, Tahad Pettiford, Kevin Overton, Elijah Freeman, Keyshawn Hall, and Philip Jovic. That's the Auburn 5, and Auburn will line up again on that baseline against this press, and they've added a 1/10 of a second. It's 4 seconds. 4 seconds to go.
The top 4 free throw shooters for the Auburn Tigers are in.
Got to get the ball inbounds.
Got to get it in bounds. If you can avoid the foul, well, South Carolina can't let much time. They have got to kill the clock by fouling immediately.
Hall will trigger for the Tigers. Foul.
They did.
They waited. They didn't even wait for the inbound.
Yep.
And Overton was fouled by Knox. And Kevin Overton goes to the free throw line with 4 seconds to go. Knox grabbing the jersey. And now Kevin Overton at the free throw line for 2 for the Tigers, leading 69-67 with 4 seconds to go. Carolina didn't have any timeouts, but They're all gathered around Lamont Paris with the official over there.
Well, Auburn is probably arguing it should be intentional, but it's going to just be a common foul.
Yep.
These 2 free throws, biggest of the night, make these 2 games over. You put you a 2-possession game with 4 seconds left.
Overton will get a couple. He has not attempted a free throw tonight. On the season, 83%. Carolina again tries to gather up. They don't have any timeouts left. Not sure why they're allowing this to happen. I don't blame them, but not sure why they're allowing it to happen. And now 3 of them will gather around Paris, and now they'll finally let Overton shoot free throws. The first of 2 with Studi and Walker underneath the basket. All right, Overton at the line for a couple. First free throw, good.
This free throw right here, put the last nail in. You're going to get everybody back.
Sebastian Williams-Adams in. Keyshawn Hall comes out. Overton can make it a 4-point lead with 4 seconds to go. KO at the free throw line. Free throw in the air. Good.
Bingo. Shows experience. Nice, confident play.
Baseball pass ahead for Knox. Sharp jumps, lost it out of bounds to Auburn. 2.8 seconds to go, and a 4-point Auburn lead, 71-67.
Same scenario. You got to get the ball in bounds. Try to avoid the double team, avoid the foul.
Yep. And Auburn again puts everybody down at the baseline. Hall will trigger down the sideline near the right corner. Just get it in bounds with 2.8 seconds to go. Inbound to Pettiford in the corner. Out of bounds. Or excuse me, it was Overton, my mistake. 2.1 seconds to go as the ball was batted out of bounds from behind. Hall will trigger even closer to the corner. Actually, he's on the baseline now. Hall, the inbound. For Freeman. Freeman, double team, dribbles it away, and Auburn wins. Oh, man.
Outstanding. What a performance. It was not textbook as far as flow of the game. The rhythm of the game was obstructed by a lot of fouls, a lot of missed shots, but the persistence the Auburn Tigers had, they're certainly to be commended.
Tigers improved to 2-3 on the season, 11-7 overall on the campaign. Auburn wins it by a score of 71-67. A rock fight between the Tigers and the Gamecocks indeed. Stay tuned. The Regions Bank postgame show is next, and this is the Auburn Sports Network.